Why would you want to rush it? Bloody game we got on our hands, Mac.
That train game is nuts. That was probably one of the better maps we've actually watched since doing EPL here for APAC.
Looking for Deem on top of the box. It's crazy.
Very aggressive angle, but he drops
The
that one.
movement.
B-Hop God. Bit of foon.
Comes back to ramp. Cheetah's just waiting for the aggression. But when it doesn't come, what will they do? That's what I'm wondering at the moment. They are throwing some utility towards upper, but it's not a full commitment. I think they're just trying to bait out util, maybe bait out a rotation, and now they're going for a contact towards ramp. But Deem, he's going to get out of there after legging Zoking.
He did bait out a huge amount as well. That smoke's going to be slightly misthrown, but Vadim might just be able to work the angle on Singular. Second man comes in. He's going to get a second, so it is a 2 for 2 in the end, and IG may just be able to play for the retake. Orman, though, here on the lurk, could get behind the CTs. Expro is going to be waiting for it. Great adaptation. Ready for it this time. They go down. Oh, Advent survives to at least get the bomb planted, but Zoking has so much work that has to be done. B3 and about to find a 3-1 as equal. Jumps over towards him. Molly goes down on towards the bomb there, forcing flying out. Will buy Zoking some time to fight. Now dropping the nade. Doesn't really get too much done. Bomb still not planted for Zoking. And it is going to be the round won by IG. Hoping that the CTs would overstep some boundaries. But the AK is going to be saved forward. And that is going to be how IG found their first round. Just after we said it looked one-sided. Bit of Caster's Curse coming into play, I would believe.
Absolutely. Deem. Going to make him a big fan.
Big fan of what?
You're going to be.
I've always been a big fan of the Vadim.
Let's have a look at
First
that.
game.
What's he got?
He's got MC's favourite weapon. Here with us in spirit. God's over MC. Shoutouts to the man.
Alright, well, Vici. Looks like they're going to do Wall of Smoke late in the round. Or are they going to throw the alternative? They will just throw the alternative smoke into warehouse, smoke onto annex and windows. They're going to go and pressure towards ladder base or try to cross the secret later. Looks like the pressure towards warehouse and ladder base.
Oh, that timing was terrible for Koshak, allowing two across, but that XM as well for Vadim is going to allow for a kill. $900 dues in the bank, but upgraded weaponry. Jam Young as well, going to be able to find the headshot of the Koshak, who was very aggressive there over behind warehouse. Looking to even up the odds in the server. Orman just getting ready to throw some utility of his own at the moment. We'll see if Jam Young goes in with the timing. Looks like there is going to be a smoke, molly, and flash all thrown. That smoke looks like it's bloomed towards heaven as well, which could allow Jam Young into a very curious position here. So good to see that they've gone for this split. Now Jam Young is going to have to work the timing. The CT's not aware, but X-Pro reacts just in at the nick of time. And Orman and Advent, they've left it way too late. They had full reliance on Jam Young to make that strategy work. Now they are just going to try to fight for control of their weaponry. Oh, and that is a rough position to go into Orman, and after the clock he dies. So that is a good way to even up your economy with your teammates if you didn't like having your guns into this round. You know what I mean? Interesting. Well, 12 2.
Not really the most decisive round that we've seen from Vici.
Interesting that Orman even went to that position. That was maybe he had a brain fart. That's all I'm thinking right now.
He's exerting himself a little bit too much. Maybe that's what it is.
Felt like a god. He was 12 for 1. Needed to be knocked down a notch.
Yeah, maybe. Either way, that's going to give RG a pretty big opportunity to build up their cash. 2+ K across 4 of their players. That's pretty massive.
That is. Team with that upgrade in the previous as well. Managed to get his hands on a rifle. No AWPs yet for the CTs though.
Here we go though. Outside smokes. Usually Zoking gets sent across to secret with those. But this time it's just going to be a fake straight into an uppers execute. Probably Molly's on top of the hut. Some flashes out.
Ooh, and there's a flash, but he's missed the mark, and that's an opportunity for White to hold. There's the lineup. White's put the double in the bomb. Brown's almost lost already for Vici, but Jam Young fights straight back. Going for the spam himself. Koshak in the corner is going to weave his way straight behind the offences again. Now, Orman is here, able to maybe make the backstab work, but not spotted on the initial peek. Is Equal going to be expecting this? No, he's not. Doesn't have to the corner. Almost a chance for another. There's the lineup, but Vadim as well flicks around at the moment's notice. Somehow finds the headshot. I wish I could hit shots like that.
That's why you're casting and you're not in the Pro League map.
Way to rub some salt in my wounds.
Because you're trash.
I'm trash.
Alright, well, Vici, they were looking pretty dominant, and then they've just dropped the ball. A couple of moments where they kind of looked a bit confused, maybe.
Yeah. Great descriptive word there.
Alright, well, smoke out Squeaky, and smoke towards outside to try to throw IG off. But what did Vici do after throwing such grenades? Now they're not doing very much of anything except for trying to walk out into hut into flying.
Ooh. That's a bit of a boot scratcher.
Oh, I forgot about this. Soaking actually thinks the dualies are good.
Yes, well, let's see if he can make it good. 2 guns are better than 1. Oh my gosh. Well, it's actually the Org that holds very strong indeed. Equal goes down eventually back to a 2-3. There might be an opportunity, but it is all on Kaze. 11 HP. In a very rough position. We'll get back to the short side. Finds himself the headshot. Is aware that the other CT's here as well. There's an opportunity. Koshak will be coming in from below as Vadim, he's run away. M4 retrieved. But Vadim over towards elbow. We'll go on that rotation to heaven, making sure that the bomb can't go down for free. As ramp has been completely cleared out. Oh, and there's the foot spotted. 1 bullet is all it's going to take. He wants the head anyway. Now Kaze looking to win in a 1v4 on just the back of a deagle.
It's going to take his 1 bullet from Koshak, and he can take his time because he's got a kit.
Oh, but the deagle positioned perfectly. Unfortunately for Kaze, he overthinks it, goes to look away. He does actually connect onto Koshak, but with the deagle, not enough to finish him off. And Koshak wins the engagement.
In the end, that's a win for Vici, though. They're trading rounds on the T side already for a piece.
Surely.
And they have done a lot of damage to that CT economy. Their opponents have lost a lot of loss bonus. They're a lot more resettable now. So that gets a bit of a window here for Vici to get back into this half.
That could have been 4 alive at the end of the round for IG, but they took those 1v1s.
Yep, that's right. Silly buggers.
Well, decision making not quite on point so far. Let's CT side for IG. They have managed to salvage the half by finding 4. Can they continue forward? Smoke over towards Squeaky, flying, denying any aggression. And Zoking now has made his way over to red. Koshak not aware and very open. May allow him to move forward, but Vadim there tanks that Molotov and will get away with 1 for 3. Will drop down into the vent. Pro going to be tagged as that happens as well. It's a kill that Orman should not have missed. Koshak in the corner. He's going to be spotted, but he has to fight for his life. The pre-fire massive, and that bomb is now down in such a rough position for Vici to retrieve. Off angle from flying. Not going to work as Advent, very sharp on the AK today. And Advent has smoked off the bomb, so they are just going to try to take sight here. Potentially just going through a smoke of their own. The CTs, how's the timing? Do they go for the repeat? Yes, it is. Doubling in. It's going to be Advent who has to try to fight for it. Can't find anything else in the round. And now IG do keep 4 alive here up against some rifles. So, making some correct choices this time.
Yeah, keeping all those guns alive is going to help them build up their economy and continue streaking on the CT side because they need to get a hell of a lot more rounds. They need to head up closer to those double digits because I'm not sure if they're going to have as solid of a T side as Vici.
CTs do need to have this discussion, because if their economy is destroyed here, it will be rough. AWP in the hands of Vadim, though. That gets me going.
They're looking okay at the moment. 2 to 5k. Pretty good.
May still be able to go for the mixed fight. Going forward, there is no round loss bonus, though. They've won a fair few in the row. Vici will at least have that going for them. It's a bit of the round loss bonus. Zoking wants to fight Outers on his own. The other boys are there, ready to make their way across. 2 men set up in Squeaky.
Vici have had actually a fair bit of trouble getting down towards Secret, except through ramp. Usually they do just get someone straight down the vent, or they go for those outside smokes and get across, but every single time RG's been disruptive. Vadim's been peeking out Secret, Koshak's been throwing Molotovs and spamming them, and all kinds of stuff. It's been quite hard for Vici to deal with. There we go. Wall of smoke on outside thrown, but it is again just a fake back towards upper. Hopefully this time they're able to hit the timing a lot more effectively.
IG have held their nerve though. Look at that. No one moving from their positions. Koshak now spot starting at Outers. Player at Heaven still positioned appropriately. But here at Mustang, equal. A great position to be in. We'll see if he's cleared out effectively. Here comes the bust in 30 seconds. Vici, they've left it very late. Jammer managed to get the trade flying as well. Going to be holding the exterior push straight through Squeaky there. But even flying, finding each as though it is going to be Jam Young again. The young gun making it 2v2. Only a molly there for the CTs to play with on the retake. It's been spent straight under Heaven. Nice single angle. Jam Young, though, going to be trying to fight for this one. Both of the T's have not HP combined, and it's going to be Kaze who dodges all of those bullets from Koshak, falling to his death straight into the crosshair. And Vici, they find that 5th round to keep the scores tied.
Yeah, and IG with their lack of loss bonus, like you were saying, Mac, it's going to be a bit of a rougher buy if they're going to put one together.
So far, looking at those opening duels, Orman has not lost one yet. Every time he's taken that first pick, which is 3, he's been successful. Flying, similar situation. Over there for IG, holding Squeaky like a champ.
You generally win a lot of those opening duels when you're going 12 and 2.
Yeah. Although he's been on, he was on 12 and 2 for a while.
Starting to slow down.
Went up to 11, 8 up, many eco frags. I think he was on 9 kills like 2 rounds in, or 3 rounds in.
Yep. Half by for IG. They will just look forward to the next round to buy up. X-Pro's gone a little bit harder than everybody else. And Equal has copped a bullet in the head very early on. That's going to be another opening duel going the way of Orman. Four out of 4.
Vadim very proficient at those B-hops.
Yeah.
He hits the silent ones very regularly. Fast mouse wheel.
You know what they say about fast mouse wheels?
It makes your finger faster. Now, that's a lot of information holding here hard. Advent, though, does shut him down, and that could be a change in direction. Although Vici have already sent 3 men down to lowers. Vadim now going to be last alive. He's currently unaware of his position, but he has been around this hell area a lot so far this match. He's just going to try to fight for it. Spotted, though, down to 44. It's just a matter of time till the T's fall distance. Finding the head as well. Kaze, so sharp with the SG. And that is going to be 6 on the board for Vici.
That's going to be IG. After investing so much in that last round, absolutely cooking their money for no reason. Didn't get them any kills either. Yeah. 5 alive on Vici. And now they're going to have to take another save, which, by the way, they're investing a hell of a lot into again. This is just economic mismanagement 101. They're literally throwing this game away.
Maybe they think that the economy on Vici is not Here comes that lobby crunch, which is going to be slowed down by Kaze. But it's 1-for-1. Molly comes out. CT's, wanting to go through that one. But it is equal. Just stop down, or slow down the push, rather.
Vici just says, alright, see ya. Straight down to lower.
Oh, timing from flying. Oh, he has to go for reload. And with SG, he could have won the round then and there. The bomb would have been dropped onto the ground. Kojak close range with that MP9. Can't get any damage done either. And in the 4v2, the Czines coming through secret. Some damage done. But it is going to be Orman holding and finding 2 more to add to the tally. 17. Almost 20 kills here in the first half. That is huge for him.
Finally, after a long period of screwing their own money, RG have put together enough dollars to go for a solid buy.
Wow.
But even now, look at those over-investments for Expo in the last 2 rounds, equal as well. Where's your utility, lads? Where's it at? You don't have it.
No, they used it all in the previous.
And on you, because that's a very bad situation to be in. Luckily, the team is dragging them out of that terrible situation.
Yeah, he didn't have that utility to play with, so his strategy was, hey, I'm just going to run at you with the AWP, and I'm very good at doing that and connecting shots.
It's
And
a solid strategy.
it's opened up the round.
Don't have to throw utility at anyone if they're all dead.
No. You can't get caught with utility in your hand. There's none on your belt. Big break.
That's the kind of strategy that gets you into Pro League, Mac.
But the strategy has gotten Vici into secret this time.
Only now the rotation coming out from Koshak.
He's on the line
man
first.
in position. That's the worst timing possible. He's literally just given it up. He's just given lower up.
Yeah. And he had to as well. Oh, he is...
Come on, you speak
Where's the communication?
You speak the same language.
Where's the communication?
That's
How
not,
is he
they're both
allowed
Russian.
to be knifing a window?
What's the word in Russian from 4 GG players in lower? Someone tell me.
Please. Please spam it in chat. 4 Vici players in lower. Well, that is going to be a potential round 1 by Vici. They are going to fight for this one. It's a 1-for-1, but Koshak hits back to the 2v2, and now there's another opportunity, but he shouldn't have gotten this close. Flying wins the engagement, but so much damage has been done to the CTs. Kaze wants to try to hold the cross. There's the deathly blow, but the bomb is going to be wide. It's Flying going wider, though. Perfect crosshair placement to mop up Kaze in the end. And on 15 HP, he did have to tempt fate there. Was that a 10-second defuse as well?
Yep, he didn't have a kit. You know why, Mac?
Made it work. Oh, is it because they didn't have the money?
He spent too much money in the last 2 rounds.
Yeah, and he didn't pick one up either. No one had one close. So that was very fortunate for IG to even find a 6th from that position.
It's the classic case of make poor decisions, don't get punished for them.
I call that privilege.
Privilege Counter-Strike players. Just thinking they can spend $1,250 on an MP9 they should be saving. That's nade. That's a great nade. I take everything I said back.
The dumpos.
Imagine if Equal had one of those nades in the round instead of just buying an MP9.
Yeah, would have been nuts.
How has Zoking got here, by the way? Oh, that doesn't matter.
Bit of odd timing. Equal shuts him out, though. He might have gone quick over Annex unspotted, but...
What a way to stop the plan. Just pop the door open. What a cheeky boy.
Just playing with the sound cues. Playing on the minds of the T's.
But he's got the alligator.
Yeah, he's waiting for that lurker, but there's not a lurker to be found. All of the T's down here on the lower bomb site. One towards ramp, going to be Orman. Clutch position. Kaze, though, first contact. Has been spotted, I believe, but he will find the head. This SG is doing work, and again, it's Vici winning every engagement except for Jamyoung, who goes down after the singular. 1v3 now. Damage has been done to all of these teams. There's still an opportunity. There's time in the round, but he needs to get towards the bomb. And Flying is just going to be hiding here in control room. Was he not the one that was standing next to Double Doors? How was he the one last alive? That's an odd situation. Big damage done to the T's economy, but it will be irrelevant as we head into the last round of the half. Vici have so much money to buy up.
RG
have none.
They actually literally just threw that half in the bin.
Well,
no, they don't even mark. Don't even.
Well,
don't make excuses for him.
well, maybe Pilly, you're being a little harsh. I'm just trying to be optimistic. Just in words. Well, there's going to be a change in momentum. VG straight out, Squeaky all together. Going to try to make this one work, but it is going to be the MP9 getting some damage done there. 3 from Koshak, though, the hero for the round. But Advent in the 1v3 could still make this work. Has the timing of the push there. Vadim did make his way through. Manages to find the headshot on the flying. Surely IG don't throw this one away.
Don't put Advent in the clutch situation. This man can navigate his way through a clutch or two.
Well, that Molotov has forced Equal back. He went down to 34 HP as well. Full knowledge of both of the CT positions will allow Advent to just go and plant this bomb for free. But will Vadim beat him on the rotation, heading over to double doors, making a huge amount of noise. Wants to try to get it. Oh, what a shot! Finding the head. What a flick. The hard read. And that is going to be 7 on the board in the end for IG. But with Vici taking 8, has that damage been done?
I think so. I mean, IG heading onto their T side, I don't know if they're going to be as convincing. The last time I saw them do T side a nuke, they were a bit loosey-goosey.
I'm happy
weren't structured enough
to see what they have, though. And I'm interested to see what they can do. Because Vici are looking damn good to make this reverse sweep happen. But for now, it's break time. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you soon.
She bring me back, not a heart attack could take away all the love I had for you. It bleeds for you, it bleeds again. Oh, you bring me to life. Oh, you bring me to life. Oh, you bring me to life.
Hello, welcome back to ESL Pro League for the halftime show. IG and Vici going head-to-head at the moment, and Vici looking very dominant in that first half on the T side. Many rounds picked up already, and heading into the second will be their strong side. So it's looking grim for IG at the moment.
It definitely is, and the last time I saw IG play this T side on Nuke, they didn't look that impressive to me. They had some nice pistol strats, but past that, I mean, half the time it was like they were boosting for team on outside, trying to force a pick somewhere. There wasn't like those outer smokes, there wasn't the fundamentals that we see from a lot of good T-side Nuke teams, where you need to actually have good utility usage and good set strats, and to be able to just force those rotations out and then be able to play off of that into the mid to late rounds. So unless I start to see some of that from IG, I'm not going to be convinced.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll see how it works out. Definitely potential for them to take a pistol here. Maybe if they can get some of those individual kills and, you know, break down the round from there, things get a little bit messy. That's where someone like, well, all 5 of the players on IG can just close the round out.
Well, that'll be interesting, and once we get into the pistol round, we'll see if that happens, and the pistol round is exactly what IG need to try to get back in the game, because it's been a rough start. And it's not looking like it's going to be a 2-0 at this point, but it is the second half, and it is EPL, so everyone will be bringing their A game. Anything could happen. Still waiting for a couple of the boys there on the IG team to start to hit their shots. Equal and X-Pro having a slow start to the game, only on the 6 kills, but the same could be said for Zoking, only on 4. Orman stealing everything.
That's a shocking start to this game, Mac.
If your smile wasn't so cute, I should have laughed. Anyway, Jam Young here, making first contact at ramp. There is going to be the trap set. 4 CTs around this position. Oh, it's actually 3. 1 over towards the upper area on the bomb site. Vent is going to be on the hold. Bomb goes down, and the CTs, but CTs, they are all going to filter in from the one position, and that's going to mean the T's don't have to look too many places as well. Back to the 2v1, they are aware of Orman's positioning. He's going to find the hole to wrap around, but not the head. It's Vadim over the silos there, just to manage to connect in the end, and that is going to be a tied scoreline. IG taking the T pistol.
Dude, IG is so good on some of these pistols. I don't even understand it.
Pew.
It's not even just about the pistols, though. It's like the strats that they pull just look so cohesive and coordinated when they've got what they want to do in mind before the round starts.
Well, that's it. When it comes down to it, it is that indecision that we see a lot of times, ruining their strategy. A bit of hesitation. But as long as they know what they're doing, as you just did say, the chemistry all comes together.
They need to watch a bit of Shia LaBeouf, maybe. Just do it.
Just do it. Flash towards starters to funnel out that credit card area. IG, they are looking to wrap into Annex and just the whole way around. There is a Bink onto flying. Who has no idea where the bullets are coming from, but it is going to be Zoking who gets flicked on as well. Vadim as well here for the cover. And, the Glock as well. Somehow flying stayed alive for that long in between 5 different CTs. That is a feat on its own, but to find 2 in a situation like that. Jam Young had the lineup and got a lot of damage done, but couldn't quite get anything going.
That was a very nice looking anti-eco.
Yeah.
Very structured. All the smokes in the right places.
IG.
I hope to see more of that. Very much so.
It's T-side. Plenty more rounds for IG to play with because they've just taken the lead as well.
After losing that CT pistol on Vici, though, they're not going to have the money to put together an all for Kaze. He's going to have to go begging. This time, looks like a fast drop down the vent, or an attempt at that, but Koshak is going to get spammed out. He makes it down anyway. Takes his time. He makes it down there, but just barely. 17 HP. Doesn't look like Vici's aware that he's made his way down vent, though, because they haven't committed a rotation down there yet.
No, and this could be a bit worrying. Jam Young open to a huge flank if this is the case, but that is if he can get to that position. At the moment, he's just happy to hold, waiting for a rotation down or something there down at the halls.
So IG, they're going to go line up these outer smokes. I think it's Flying who's in the prime position there to actually use them, standing behind Annex. But I'd imagine, oh no, they are actually going to commit through these outer smokes.
Bit of util thrown there at Squeaky, just to hold the rotation as well, and Zoking does not drop down vent just yet. But with the T already down there, This has drawn Jamyoung into a position. Well,
That's great spray control.
he's managed to open up the round, finding himself the first. Jamyoung is aware that someone's down below. Strong position, but he needs to hit these shots. It is all going to be on him if the reinforcement does come in time. Tanking that Molotov is going to be him falling in the end. Orman and Jam both go down. Koshak on the 17 HP is going to be knocked up in the 3v1. It's Vici to bring it back. Very chaotic. Very weird round, but Vici still come out of it with 3 alive.
It looked a bit overcomplicated from IG, honestly.
Yeah, after they got that man down lowers, they just didn't know what they wanted to do.
You could just contact ramp.
Yeah.
But they like did this outers wall of smoke and then walked down secret. And it's like, you could have just gone through ramp that whole time.
Or even just like timing the break into the windows, could have got X-Pro or Koshak rather down through control room or something.
That's pretty brain though, Mac.
Oh, come on, I've seen it before. These boys have big brains as well. Oh. Brains though. Kaze's hunting the ball, looking like a zombie. Trying to pick up all the T's, and Vadim is going to be opening up the round, flying down to 17 HP, somehow barely surviving. Orman strong position, but will he be spotted there? Vadim wants to go through the locker room. Oh, big brain. Orman again on the board. Rough position to be in, but that man makes it work. Zoking as well denies any aggression to the upper bomb site.
Bitches is so unafraid of taking these duels.
Good. Oh, and he was not ready for there to be such little bullets left in the magazine. Had to be going for the reload there, but Orman hits him with the hard punish for missing those crucial shots. Now it's Koshak in a 1v4. And he can't get too much done either. 3k for Orman, who is again tearing up IG. Almost single-handedly. 22 for 12 already. But he's traded these ones out, essentially, because he was 12 for 1 at one point.
I think it's just a pretty good performance from Vici across the board on this CT side so far. Everyone really stepping up, putting some good work in. And that's going to put them in a really good position here, because look at their money. It's really starting to build up. Now they're going to go through an anti-eco round. That's going to put themselves a little bit higher in terms of cash, potentially. They don't lose too many weapons. And then you're going to see a situation where they can put 2 to 3 qualifiers together before they really get reset by IG.
Vadim somehow allowed to survive for so long. Got that bink over towards Kaze, who is just going to be picking up all of these kills. Beating up the ecos. 4k for him. Up against a couple of pistols. No problems there for him.
Easy peasy.
Full confidence.
It's another buy up from RG. What's the strat going to be? Did a good job of getting Koshak straight down the vent last time. Wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it again with the UMP. Full utility purchase, and he's got the best spawn. Let's say he's going to go for that. He is indeed. But that is a, unfortunately, mistimed smoke. Benji's locked in with the molly. Orman just gets aggressive on outside. He's feeling so confident, Mac. He's unafraid.
Completely BMing the T's at this point, doing whatever he wants and making it work.
Alright, man disadvantage, Koshak's down the vent. This is the round you go for contact ramp every time. But look at the response from Vici. Orman's just all over the map.
He's over here as well. They want to get that boost up, but can they get there in time? And they need to do it silently as well. Will they be aware? I think they've heard it. Jam, though, manages to find at least the single. Kaze, one of his own, but Equal is going to fight for that ramp control. Gets down unscathed, just beating the bullets and that rotation. A smoke over to Decon will allow this bomb to go down 2v3, but Vici won from this situation in the past.
They're going to triple retake in through Megaton, and with the UMP on Koshak, that's going to be quite a hard duel to be taking. It's going to have to be Equal doing the heavy lifting for IG here.
And there is a couple of smokes, but no Molotovs to force Equal to get aggressive here. Waiting, trying to find the angle. Koshak has to try to fight for this one, but he's given up his position, stuck on the wall, waiting for a wrap to come in. 1v3, the AWP is posted straight on him. Tries to get that molly down in the right position, but too little too late. The spread wasn't there either. It's just going to be Vici putting 12 on the board again.
And IG, with the loss bonus plus the bomb plant, will be able to put a buy together here, but the thing is that it's not going to be high on utility. That's a pretty big hurdle to be overcoming on Nuke. Speaking of hurdles to be overcoming, look at Vici's bloody economy. Out of control at this point. This is going to have to be IG winning 2, maybe 3 gun rounds back to back to be able to actually reset the CT side.
Where'd Kaze's kill count come from? He's caught up to Orman like nothing. I didn't even see that one. Sneaky.
Well, it's just because we're broadcasting this from Malaysia. The producer, he keeps saying, well, can't we just make Kaze's kills the highest on the scoreboard? And I keep telling him, no, that's, dishonest. That's just inflating it for the viewers, but he won't listen to me.
Oh, well, inflation, something really hard to control over here in Malaysia. Very hot.
Fell to the temperature. I don't think about the economy.
Well, what else is very hot? Into the toes, running straight through that Molotov and opening up this A site as well. Orman is still alive though. Is going to have something to say about it, but can't find anything. Vadim holding strong with the AK of his own, and it's back to a 2v5. It's Kaze and Zoking, who are going to try and go for the round. They've got so much money. They need to find anything. Kaze reveals his position. But if IG keep 5 alive here, that is a hugely advantageous situation.
I mean, that was just a huge round for them in general. 2K in the bank of most of these players. I mean, that's an extra gun they didn't want to be throwing away, but...
No, but flying, he was aware and wanted to attempt and see if they could get rid of the AWP, because that would be massive damage to Vichi's economy.
That uppers rush was so good for IG. That gets their economy back in a decent position, although they only retained one of those 3 guns that they picked up, right?
Wait, did someone fall to the bomb just then?
Yeah. They only had 2 alive, and only one of them had a rifle. Koshak has to buy his own AK.
How did someone just die to the bomb? Why? They
Dunno,
had so much.
but
of the
look,
map.
look at the difference, right? They would have had 3 guns retained. Instead, all of those guys have had to purchase weapons. At the end of the last round, they had 2K each in the bank, but now they have less than 2K each going into this buy. The good thing is though that they've really started to put pressure on Vichi's economy. That's the difference maker. Orman and Jam Young in particular will have to be dropped guns, which is going to deplete Vichi's money. So essentially, if they lose this round, they're going to have to take a save or go for a bit of a skew if buy in the next round and threaten themselves being reset. So this very much is IG putting themselves in a position where they can close that round gap. But if they don't take this opportunity now and take advantage of this, then the opportunity might not come back around again. And that is a smoke thrown out of the map. So they don't have that first smoke in the wall, but luckily there's no Vici players in position to punish that. So Flying going to make his way across, and the rest of RG going to contact towards ramp.
Jam Young has that molly that he can drop as well, but he is going to wait till he drops himself down towards the B site.
So Flying's actually stuck behind Annex. And IG, that's a sick entry, yeah.
That's massive indeed, but Orman already down towards control room, and he's hitting everything, but he's not going to be able to strike this time. Vadim again, making the entries work. Zoking may just be able to work his way, but he doesn't hard clear the corner, and Equal covers that flank effectively. 1v5 now. IG back in the game. And we had started to write them off over towards half time, just after that first half. But they're doing a pretty good job here.
They are. The way that they're winning is very much predicated on winning these duels, though. It's not like they're, hugely outplaying Vici. That round in particular.
But look at this, though. 4 of them all winning their own 1v1 engagements.
100%.
Just in the right position.
Got to give credit where credit's due. They're winning those duels.
Ooh, and the barrel, the snout of that AWP is to be spotted. Only able to attempt to go for a no-scope. So Kaze, rough position made even worse. They've got the money to buy 10k on Kaze. He may have to drop for one of his teammates there. Well, he certainly will.
Look, all I'm saying is, Mac, this is kind of looking like 3-way tie territory.
3-way tie territory.
Maybe.
Definitely could be.
2-way tie territory, maybe.
Wait, 2-way tie in what way? Over on the leaderboard.
Well, because Vici...
oh, yeah, right.
Vici's going to lose here, so they'll be 1-1. They'll have to beat Tyloo. Tyloo's already beaten IG.
Oh, no.
That
no. Gets messy. And they're all the 3 teams that you wanted. You said that everyone had a chance to go through, and it might just come down to map wins or round difference.
Yeah, someone's got to miss out, but it's going to be... I 100%. If RG win this game, I see this potential for one of those situations where we end up in a two-way tie and someone goes through on head-to-head or round difference.
What if Tyloo have a monster of a game against Vici, though?
Against Vici?
And then they'll go 3-0, potentially, if they win.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about the
Later
two
on.
teams below them though. The two teams below, whoever goes first place in the group. If anyone goes first place in the group.
Oh.
So that's why I said three-way tie or a two-way tie.
Okay.
Two different scenarios.
I don't wear a tie, usually.
No. They don't require us to look that professional anymore.
No. Which is a shame.
Shame.
Because I went and bought a suit and a jacket. And then as soon as I bought them, we stopped wearing suits and jackets for everything. So,
Look, I bought a jacket, and all I'm saying is someone dragged it along the ground through the dirt.
was it
Someone-
you?
No, it wasn't me.
Okay.
Someone else who I trusted to hold my jacket for me.
Would her nickname start with T?
No.
No? Oh, so it was a friend.
Close friend, some would say.
Was it your mum? Oh.
It's someone you know, Mac.
Was it Jordan's best friend?
We won't talk about it. IG. We're grouped up in towards the lobby here. Go down again, and what a bloody flash, and he just picks Zoki. That's a man advantage for IG.
He just knows his angles.
He's going from bad to worse for Vici. They just can't win these duels. IG is just out-aiming them, out-positioning them. How are they going to close this round though in the 5-on-4? That's what I'm wondering. Looks like again it's the smoke thrown towards outside. But are they going to commit on that? Because Flying, every time they've been throwing those outside smokes, he doesn't actually commit, he just hides behind Annex. That wouldn't be a bad shout here though. Just going into upper late round. There's the 3 smokes on outer, those are the close ones. No, the far ones, sorry.
Norman in a strong position to make that M4 work though, over towards Heaven.
And again, Flying's going behind Annex instead of committing to outers towards Secret. But the contact on ramp.
Oh, Young needs to hit these shots. Kaze though on the AWP, finding singular onto equal, but that will even up the odds. Jam Young a bit slow to react there, and it is going to be X-Pro winning the engagement. So, 4v3 again. B-site pretty much completely in the hands of the T's, but they haven't gone down with the bomb yet. They are on their way though. Orman waiting at Decon. Has yet to reveal his location, and oh, that's massive, denying X-Pro, but the bomb still needs to be planted, it's buying the time, and the bomb can't be planted. CTs now just need to survive, and Kaze is nowhere near the T's. IG leave it way too late, and they are going to get upset.
If they knew Flying was going to lurk outside and not commit to Secret, and go late through Annex, why did they commit down lower? I honestly thought, when I was looking at IG, I was thinking, this is big brain. They're going to throw the outside wall of smokes to show that maybe someone's gone to Secret. Then they go and contact ramp as if someone was already down Secret, because that's a pretty common strat. But instead they full committed. I thought they were just going to contact ramp, push the rotator off and get a pick, and then go back to upper with
Yeah.
Flying lurking through Annex. And that would have worked perfectly.
100%.
But instead they overthink it and they just hard commit through ramp when they don't have somebody else who's dropped down fence or down Secret.
Maybe miscommunication.
Again, first man advantage now.
Can they convert this time?
They would break Vici money pretty hard.
Economy is not looking too crash hot for Vici right now.
Would be a single loss bonus, but there you go, Jamia.
Deep
Gonna
molly.
even it up.
There he is, he hot on the tail. They aren't going to quite head down. Just running across straight into the crosshair of Orman though. He brings it to the 3v4. That's a man advantage for the CTs. Jam Young as well, going to be able to hit his shots. Here towards Dark though.
Again, it was a 5-on-4. It's just 4 above IG, and they all just split up all over the place.
Equal and X-Pro both going to try to have a hand in making this one work, but X-Pro goes down to the UMP. Now the 1v3, the bomb isn't even going to be planted, and IG are crumbling under the pressure again. Vici keep on getting in the right positions as Pilly is losing his mind.
What are they doing? What are they doing?
IG choking just like Pilly. losing their voice. They started to yell and get that momentum going, but they just couldn't quite get it to happen.
Look, I'm going to sound so biased, and people are going to get on my case about this, but I'm just going to say it. Like, I know this game looks close because IG is winning these duels, and they're putting themselves in good positions, but they are looking like they have no idea how to close these rounds out. They don't look like they know their fundamentals at all. Contacting out ramp and trying to commit to lower is not a viable strategy half the time. You want your player drop down vent, you want someone cross the secret, you need another dimension to that strat.
Yep.
Or you need to push and pull the rotations. Everything that IG does is so one-dimensional. It's just, oh, I'm going to go try and brute force my way through here, and because I'm getting such clean entries, it makes it look like it's working, or it's a lot more effective than it should be.
Well, it's interesting you say that, because they are very much not one-dimensional on a lot of the maps that they know. Just Train and Mirage, where they look very good over the past couple of days, but here on Nuke, just not managing their eyes and cross their T's.
And again, that's back to Vadim trying to really force a pick on this outside area. Koshak's out there as well.
Oh. Counter flash will allow the retreat. Norman repositions over the ramp.
What was that shot from Kaze? Lucky that was a leg for Koshak.
IG very fortunate to be in this position, and Koshak is actually going to be putting his hands on the AWP. Bogdan's Law.
And again, I know they didn't have much utility, but what's the play from IG? Because again, Flying's hiding behind Annex. He hasn't found any meaningful map control in any sense of the word, and now RG is just going to try and walk out ramp for the third time in a row. And because they get the vertical entry, it looks like it's a strat, but it's not actually a strat. It's just these guys hit their shots.
And that is unfortunate. The fact that they saw Orman and took his head off as well. That was such big entries coming out from Equal. The Molotov as well is going to force Advent to go and reposition. Him and Kaze are just going to save now. You can see them leaving the Halls of Secret, looking just to keep these weapons heading forward. The round loss bonus has been lost, but they've still got 3 rounds, well 2 rounds rather, after IG put this on the board to play with. We might be going all the way to the end of regulation, Mitchell.
Can ride that individual skill all the way to the victory. I'm getting triggered. Can you tell, Mac?
I can, because every time there's action, you just want to say what they're doing wrong. It's like, wow, what's about to happen? It's crazy. And Mitch is just there like, what are they doing?
Stop.
They're just hitting shots.
Stop making it work. This is not meant to work.
The strategy's bad, but your aim's so amazing.
You guys will regret this later. I know you're going to move to Stage 2 of Pro League, but you're going to regret this.
Well, they aren't there yet. They aren't quite all the way over the line.
Not yet. But
They
they've
are.
definitely put Vici in a precarious position.
Yes, they will have to take it all the way to 30 rounds if IG would like to win this one.
The big 3-0.
Attack pause coming in, making sure no wrong steps are made. Vici looking at what they are about to buy as well. They're risking it to get that biscuit. Mixed buys, UMP there, and only 3,600, 3,500 for Zoking and Orman. Orman will be able to get himself that M4 at the cost of a lack of utility. But how's the setup going to go? Him and Kaze, they were on both 23 kills apiece, but that was about 7 or 8 rounds ago, so they've had little impact.
Yeah, because every
Last
time an IG player appears on their screen, they just get headshot.
So IG decided to start hitting their shots better.
Yep. Can't blame them. If it works, it works. Alright. What's the approach here? Looks like it might be a quick annex split from IG. There you go. It's an uppers.
Ooh, he's going to try to beat that smoke. Done. Koshak all the way out. He's just going to try to win these engagements as well. Very fortunate that Kaze didn't take him down there. Free for the taking, and the CTs look like they are saving already. That is the fast uppers bust. Hitting everything. 5 alive for IG.
And that was a lot better from IG.
Looking decisive. Hitting their shots. And just getting on that bomb site. 2 picks is all it took for them to get around. Koshak and Equal. Just beating that utility that came out from the CTs. Catching them with their pants down.
Look, and I'll give credit to IG. I'll cough it up, Mac. That was really nice. quick split through Annex. 2 players in upper. They're even hitting the shots very, very nicely to be able to make a faster shot like that on nuke work.
You're literally playing good cop, bad cop all by yourself.
Well, if I see something good, I'll go for it.
Yeah.
If I see something bad, and even if they win doing that bad thing, I'll tell them it's bad.
Not only
I'm
the angel
fair.
on the left shoulder, but also the devil on the right shoulder.
And then Max, the mustache man, yelling in your face.
Yep.
You know, I love you, Max.
Dirty old caterpillar. Well, here we go. Yet another attempt at the upper fast hit, or at least a fake, baiting out as much utility as they possibly can. Vici, they've gone for the force again after saving those 3 weapons. Positioned appropriately, able to hold, but a slower approach, not quite working. Koshak cops a lot of damage, but this time he's down at Secret again. What can he do? There is actually someone over towards the entrance of Secret, so this time it could have some form of effect, but you can see Orman as well is going to be waiting for that flank to come in.
They're doing it again. So Flying's out towards this T-Red. Usually he'll just sit behind Annex, but this time he's actually going to commit down Secret. And this is the thing, right? Okay, they've already got Koshak down vent. They throw Wall of Smoke. Even if he doesn't commit down there and they pull a CT rotator down the vent, that might get Koshak a kill. If the ramp rotator goes down Megaton, that might get Koshak a kill. But now they're committing into
warehouse, but there we are. The upper bus double pump eventually with some outer smokes to deny those rotations. There has been some even trades though, so in the 3v3, the CTs may just want to go for the round. Just waiting Koshak as well. They're aware that he was down at lowers. How's the patience? Will it be the killer for Vici? Or will it let them get back into the round? Koshak doesn't need to make a move, but inevitably he does. Down on the site. X-Pro going to be spotted there at Tetris as well. Now it's all up to Vadim in a 1v3, and they could drop the ball when they really need to connect everything here. Connecting on the AWP shot. There's one, but is there any cover? Oh, no way! In the smoke, fully blinded. Kaze comes and no-scopes it, but that is going to be IG fighting for it. 14 on the board, neck and neck all the way to the end.
Kaze just literally like Super Mario'd him.
Just Goomba stomped him.
That's it.
It's only a little taste of victory, but what a clutch coming out from Vadim.
That was an interesting round from IG as well. They give themselves a lot of different win conditions in that round. They could have punished the rotations when that didn't happen. They busted their way out upper and they got some quick entries. Not a bad little round. Could have gone wrong. Imagine if those guys just get wiped coming out squeaky and the bomb gets dropped. You got one guy in lobby, you got one guy behind Annex and one guy who's dropped lower. That would be a nightmare. But credit to IG. They hit the shots on the way into the upper bomb site, so they got it done.
That would have to be a nightmare indeed. But now IG, they're going to go for a different approach this time. All 5 men running straight over towards Secret.
Walking
Orman.
now. Has Orman heard them?
I think he's heard something. He's definitely heard that Molotov tagging up.
Jamyoung's going to get in position on lower. Will he go into windows or is he going to sit? Interesting that he just chooses to sit here. It's quite a spot. You good, Mac?
Apparently I woke up someone's dog. I'm very sorry, sir, but
I've had
up compressors is
loudcasters
hard.
wake my missus up before.
what's that?
I've had loudcasters wake up my missus before.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
You can never get the right level of volume on your phone when you're in bed, can you?
No. Look at this Jamyoung. He's going to go for the knife. He won't be successful. Pulls that M4 back out in time. But look, he's right next to the bomb. X-Pro is going to find first blood. The bomb's gone down. Look at the position of the CTs. They are going to try to encapsulate this on the retake. It is back to a 2v2 though, as Koshak is not aware that there is going to be a AWP right in front of him. He will win the engagement. Waiting for the flank to come in, but Koshak as well is going to clutch it out in the 1v2. And now they take the lead again. 15 on the board for IG.
IG, it's just brute force, individual skill.
And
winning all the duels, winning all the clutches.
looking in the right direction, hitting all those shots, even if they cannot see the CTs hiding. That is absolute mayhem. Imagine if there's a situation here where both Orman and Kaze drop dirty 30s, but IG take the round.
No, 100%.
It's achievable.
This is crazy. This is just one of those games where every single time it seems like everything's going IG's way. They're hitting all those shots. They've been the sharper team. They've been more individually skilled. They've been winning the clutches more consistently. And you have to give them credit. They barely lost yesterday against Tyloo. They proved that every single team in Asia, they can play them close, if not beat them. And this might be revenge on Vici for the first portion of those Asia quals. Beijing.
Well, sweet revenge may be found, but it's going to be Orman going down early.
Beautiful stuff from Vadim. Post attack all the way. Punishing Vici for that aggression. And that's going to give the man advantage to IG. And I feel like I've said that a couple times tonight, Mac.
Yeah. IG have been finding it very hard to convert from these positions, though. Lots of very close rounds. But, you know, they've got that utility. Plenty of it as well. Still with a minute. And the potential to do this out as fake. We could also see the attempt at the uppers bust, but Kaze, oh, the trigger discipline. In the perfect spot, closing the distance, making sure he can find himself a double. Won't be able to get away to safety as Koshak's here as well.
Just tried to leg it. Yeah. Wanted to get out of there.
Knife out, but has the damage been done? X-Pro finds that headshot on the Zoking, and the aggression from the CTs might just be able to get some decent map control. Advent not making any noises, but works the timing, brings it to the 2v2 again. Can IG clutch it from here?
If Advent just commits out here, that might be timing for Jamyoung, but he's missed his opportunity, Mac. Unbelievable.
They didn't go together.
The
And
famous.
it looks like it could be all she wrote. Advent in the 1v2. MP9 could be fatal. One bullet is all it needs to connect onto Vadim to bring it to the 1v1. But Vadim in the corner is not going to be cleared. Such a hard crossfire. It's going to be so hard to break for Advent as well. And Vadim, he is going to lock down the 2-0. You'd have to call that an upset. IG winning their first match of ESL Pro League in Group C. Wow, what a match to do it in as well.
And Jamyoung, he's only 18 years old, but he's just experienced his first heartbreaking 95-4 with a Famous to lose the game and go out of ESL Pro League, Mac.
That is definitely a heartbreaker by every sense of the word. Oh, and well, it was a matchup, and there's lots of ins and outs that we do need to discuss. But for now, break time again. So, ladies and gentlemen, please take a moment to figure out what you just witnessed.
Look into my face. I've been looking for you, looking for you, looking for you. Take me down, leave me lost and found. Take me
Welcome to the Cathedral of Counter-Strike. And with the little guns, it's a big round! And look at the guns, 4 AWPs. Hands up, nothing he does and he just stands up!
At the highest level of play, there can be no compromises. Gamers demand the highest clock speeds to give them the FPS they need to perform. rise to the moment. Intel Core i7, the official CPU of the ESL Pro League. Game, record, stream without compromise.
My God, that is absolutely stunning! They are the champions!
Said I'd find a way to turn my heart into something gold. Knew I sold my soul to the devil long ago. I wrote it all along on your way right before it broke. Time was thrown down the well, so I let you go. What I do right now. What I do right now for you, for you. Carolina skies in the night, floating by your side. I fell up when you fell down, but we stayed in flight. I'm laughing to myself, 'cause I know that I can't deny. I can't find what you can't hide right inside my mind. What I do right now. What I do right now for you, for you.
Hold up your sign though. They ain't count on that. They ain't count on that. They ain't count on that. Show what you gon' do. They don't want all that. They don't want all that.
That sounds like a pop song.
Take a dive before you dry, y'all. It's the only way to live. You can't be without it, baby. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Try before you sign off. Purple sky, let that night come with peace. Anywhere you wanna be. Anywhere you wanna be. Yeah, yeah. Hold up your sign, though. They ain't count on that. They ain't count on that. They ain't count on that. Show what you gon' do. They don't want all that. They don't want all that. They don't want all that.
Pick up panel to be right on. Yeah. 'Cause no one really gives. Don't look back or keep your eyes on. Long ago, long ago.
Doesn't matter what it gon' cost. Never gave a shit. Real soul. Love to take a hit. Hey.
Who's getting high on emotion?
Look around.
People fight all their life for some peace. Yeah.
Look around. Fancy cars and the smiles of the ocean. Purple sky, let that night come with peace. Anywhere you wanna be. Anywhere you wanna be. Yeah, yeah. Hold up your sign, though. They ain't count on that. They ain't count on that. They ain't count on that. Show what you gon' do. They don't want all that. They don't want all that. They don't want all that. Take off. Rush at the rush. Take off. Rush at the rush. Ha. Rush. Take off. Rush at the rush. Ha.
I was born like a fire in the eye of a hurricane. Always told, stay in line, be alright, better play it safe. I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I've passed the point of no return. Something is calling me, it's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Fly so high they can't touch us. So top notch, none above us. We done came so far, now we up now. Had a vision, stuck to it, never back down. Never had much, now we own the whole thing. Spread it all around the world, watch it all change. Came alive, now they all see the greatness. Light shine so high they can't take it.
Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Hello and welcome back to ESL Pro League, where we just witnessed a bit of an upset. Invictus Gaming beating Vici 2-0.
Oh, who saw that coming?
No, not us.
Not
we
me.
thought, like, at the best, if there was going to be an upset, it would have to go over to Overpass and it'd be a 2-1. We didn't think that there'd be any world where Vici could lose Nuke, but it just happened.
Yeah, and, you know, in the pre-show, I won't speak for you, Mac, but I personally was ragging on Vici for choking yesterday against Tyloo, making some questionable decisions. What a comeback on Nuke. You got to give credit where credit's due. Some sick calls coming out for them, some sick individual plays and reads, some great clutches. That was a very, very nice series from Vici, and, you know, definitely goes to show that they aren't defined by what kind of a team they are on one day. They can always bring it back and win another important series.
IG doing a great job there, and they've got their first win on the board. But heading forward, we are about to see Tyloo taking on MVP. So hopefully MVP have had the time to sort out their internet issues and get back in the game, because at the moment, well, they are risking being on the bottom of the leaderboard, being one of those teams that got the loss straight up yesterday.
Yeah. Look, I just want to see MVP, like you said, not have internet issues, stay in the server, and show us a good game here, and I'll be happy, man.
Yeah, as long as we get at least 2 maps.
Yep.
Not just 1.5 today, I'll be happy as well. And, well, it will also come down to the veto at the end of the day as well. MVP, they looked okay when they were playing Mirage yesterday. Unfortunately, IG were just so much better than them.
Yeah, look, I don't think Tyloo is going to be taking Mirage out of the equation. Something gives me that feeling.
Something. Some curious thing gives you that feeling.
But Tyloo never do that. Why would they ban Mirage?
No, they do like a little bit of Mirage there in the mix. But MVP, obviously, they do have RB and King as their most recent acquisitions. Zeta, Glow, and Stacks. All looking pretty damn good.
And look, we don't know who was having the internet issues yesterday. I did see Glow lagging a fair bit.
Glow
but,
was lagging, yeah.
I have to say that RB and King did not play well yesterday.
No. Well, initially they did, and then there was a very long technical pause, and then after the very long technical pause, everyone started playing a little
4 or 5 rounds of good CS is not enough to show me that you're a rookie that's going to come into Pro League here against 3 of the best teams in Asia.
Yeah.
And that you're actually going to be legit.
Certainly not. So, unfortunate, but there is a second opportunity for them to prove themselves, and it is here today against
Third
Tyloo.
opportunity as well, potentially.
Oh yeah, third opportunity, and depending on how many maps we see, it will be very interesting indeed. But as we do look at them head to head, we do have a couple of highlighted players, and it is going to be MVP. So, today, it's Glow. The man, he did a pretty good job yesterday for the short amount of time he was there. Even when he was lagging, still managing to get those kills on the board.
Can't wait to see this replay of the knife kill.
Just wasn't there. Oh, you want to see the knife kill again? The big brain
knife
bomb denial.
Yeah, so, I mean, for anyone that isn't aware of Glow, you must not have watched CS for very long, because this guy's been around forever. Even going back to 1.6, he was a veteran of those Korean teams, We Made Fox, Project KR, etc., etc. This guy has been around forever, and you can see that kind of experience gives you some pretty big brain moves.
I love that. That was amazing. The big read and perfectly positioned. He literally stopped the T.
No, he was literally like crouching in that smoke waiting for the plant.
Yeah.
There you go.
Amazing. And then found that second headshot as well. But even in that clip, you could see that he was slightly jittering around the place as well. A little rough. And look, you really need to make sure you have some clean internet and no issues at all if you want to make it the whole way down the road to Odense, honestly.
100%, yeah. You need stable connection because we don't play this one on LAN.
No, which is unfortunate. But heading into stage 2, is there any chance at the moment that MVP can do it? This is their last opportunity to have that chance.
No.
No, you don't think they can take down Tyloo? No. You think Tyloo are looking too good and hit all their shots?
Tyloo are not looking good, but MVP are really not looking good.
They're really... Okay, so it's a battle of... that's a bad way to put it, but, you know, Tyloo, they've already managed to get their single.
I know, I've seen these teams play for such a long time now that I know what they're like when they look good, and it is pretty safe to say that Tyloo is some of the best players in the Asia region as a whole, one of the most storied organizations, and a roster that's had international success, that's struggling to take out an Invictus Gaming. This is not a Tyloo that looks good.
Yeah, of course.
Simple as that.
Now we are going to have a look at the highlighted player for Tyloo as well, I believe, and it is going to be Attacker today. So yesterday he single-handedly won so many crucial rounds against IG over there on Train. It comes to mind that 1v3 where he had, what, like 12 or 21 HP, I think it was, in SL, just tapping away on those heads and connecting every single time. The man was a machine.
I remember I used to play in a team with a Malaysian guy called PZ Kid,
Yep.
And I was asking him, this is before I started watching Asian CS that much, but I was asking him, like, who's good in Asia? Like, who's, like, a really sharp Asian player that is just, like, he snaps your head off at every turn, and he's like, attacker. Play a pug against attacker, you will actually want to quit CS. This guy literally deletes you when you go on his screen. And this was, like, quite a while ago. This might have been, like, what, 4 years ago or something like that. But this guy's still got it. Even though he was put on the bench by Tyloo in favour of bringing a new player in, this guy is always capable of bringing in those highlight plays. He's so sharp in terms of aim. He's been around for a long time. And, you know, it's that combination of raw skill and experience. It's a dangerous one.
And here's that clutch we were talking about as well. Already finding two.
Just look at that. Look at the raw adjustment that this guy has. He literally just has magnet aim.
Ridiculous.
And the magnet goes straight to the head.
Yeah, it's weird because heads aren't metal, but, you know, still managed to make it work.
If you buy a helmet.
Right, okay. Helmet's metal. That doesn't make sense.
Must be it.
Indeed. I'm excited to see how this one goes because Tyloo, they looked a bit shaky yesterday, but manages to still win clutches like that to keep their dreams alive. And it is going to be essentially, well, I was going to say it is going to be on the veto to see how this match is going to play out, but I think that you reckon no matter what the veto is, it won't really matter.
Yep.
Okay, well, let's see what the maps are going to be, where the 2-0 is going to happen. So, Vertigo's gone. So, MVP, probably one of my least favorite teams from this Asian region because that's 2 days in a row that they banned out Vertigo.
Don't worry, you won't be seeing him in Stage 2.
Ooh, big words. Well, we'll see if you get knocked down a notch. But Nuke's out of there as well. Tyloo don't want to try to take MVP on that map. And heading forward, what are the maps that we will see? I think it's going to be Mirage. There you go. MVP picking that one. And Tyloo's good at Mirage as well. So interesting decision made there by MVP on that map pick. And over towards Inferno. Look, I am already agreeing with you that it's probably going to be a 2-0. MVP get rid of Train because you don't want to play Tyloo on Train. Overpass gone for Tyloo. And we're on Dust 2. So it looks like almost every map here is going to be favouring Tyloo. Because MVP haven't had a lot of time with this new setup, this new roster lineup, to get everything ironed out and to make themselves look like a constructive team.
Look, okay, here's some things to talk about for MVP.
Ooh, okay, what?
Number one, yesterday Tyloo looked pretty abysmal on Mirage against IG.
Of course.
And MVP, they looked okay on one side of the game before they started lagging. T-side in particular, they had some pretty good strats.
Yeah.
Inferno is a map that they used to play with their old lineup quite a bit. And Dust 2 was the map that they were first picking before they made the changes to their lineup. And it should be one that they have some level of comfortability on. Obviously, different caller. So, you know, there's a chance for MVP if they really turn up here and they actually make a series of it. But I really think it's like a 5%. 5% for
5%
MVP.
chance.
Like, I really don't believe in this roster. They didn't show me anything worth looking at yesterday.
Wow.
And I think that Tyloo has probably got the goods here.
That is such terrible odds. Fortunately, you know, you don't have to listen to Pilly's odds and you can make your own decision on if MVP about or not.
Yeah.
Personally, I think it's probably more like a 20-80 sort of situation. MVP can still have a chance.
And 100%, I'm not always right. I get things wrong all the time. I didn't think that IG were going to win Nuke.
Just quietly.
Yeah.
I think Tyloo would probably have a 100% chance of winning this. They can't see my mouth, so I didn't say it. But
Who said that?
Who said
Oh.
that? Where'd that
Right.
go? Is that the producer? Oh, wow. Well, there you go. But we do have Mirage coming up shortly, and head-to-head, both of these teams have definitely played this map before. It's going to be interesting to see how they go in the end, because MVP showed some forms of structure yesterday, but it was IG just running rings around them in the end, and that's something that Tyloo's pretty good at themselves.
They are good at it indeed. I mean, yeah, it's going to be a good map to start off the series.
Yeah, should be a good place to have it started.
Yep.
Yeah, certainly.
Mirage, Mid, and Mayhem have become synonymous with one another. Whether you want to take it clean and tactically or scrimmy with speed, Mid features in every round of Mirage. The standard Mid routine is used to force the defenders back and set up the potential for splits using connector, window, and short. Responding with aggression, the counter-terrorists can push back, aided by grenades of their own. More often than not, it ends in a bloodbath, with a huge investment of players and utility being launched back and forth. Elsewhere, wide bomb sites surrounded by tight choke points make for a map in which individual plays can turn the tide of play. Eyes to the sky on the CT side, utility rains down from the sky before an inevitable hit. When the smoke clears, battle continues in plain sight.
Where'd that video come from? Out of nowhere. From left field. All the way down. But that was an interesting little explainer of how Mirage usually works. And if you guys didn't know how it works, you know, well, we're about to see a masterclass from Tyloo on how to noob stomp.
Yeah, that's not necessarily a masterclass on how to play Mirage, but,
No.
you know, Mirage, a map that is synonymous with noob stomping for anyone that's played a face of pug and queued up against people that are way below your level.
Or on ESCA, where the pros play.
That's true.
Yeah.
ECA as well. Also, quite a good platform. I think I'll probably put more
Superior
games.
platform.
I put more games into ESCA.
Yeah. I think we
Over the
all
years.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah, back in the day. Rank S, you know.
I was in Rank S.
Well, yeah?
Yeah, after they dropped their standards. Great one. Self-burn.
Self-burn. Whoa, high five there. Anyway, look, a bunch of players here, all probably in Rank S themselves, but not quite in the server. So we've got both of the coaches, but not
What are
quite.
the coaches? Rabbit?
Rabbit.
No,
Tyler's
that's the
coach.
admin, not a coach.
Well, he's on the coach slot, so he can be a coach if he wants.
He's not on the coach slot. He would have CT coach in front of his name.
It
if he was
says
on the
T
coach
coach
slot.
Rabbit.
Yeah, Rabbit's not the admin. It's the 5e play bloke that's the admin.
Oh, I figured that one out. It
Okay.
says spec.
Okay.
Yeah.
Max, you've seen a game of Counter-Strike before. I
Have
should give
I?
you the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I figured this one out.
I miss spinach.
I miss spinach.
From
Rip
what I've
Spinach.
heard,
He got them over the line against Vici.
that's true.
Mhm.
I would like to know how much of that was spinach. From what I have heard, though, Tyloo's actually trying out a new coach. Or has
Ah.
been trying out a new coach.
Well, that'd be Rabbit then, wouldn't it?
No, it's a different guy. So I
Oh,
don't know.
okay.
Unless Rabbit's like him, at least into something different.
Yeah.
And then MVP PK, they have a coach. I don't know. You might have heard of him. You know, he's been around for a while. Termy,
Termy.
1.6 legend.
Probably
as well.
heard of him.
Yep.
At some point.
Yep.
Yeah.
A couple times.
Big man.
Yep.
Big fragger. Yeah. I did actually go and watch a couple of old 1.6 montages the other day.
Ooh. Did Jim Niso link them and then you
It was
clicked
off
on
that.
them?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I
was
did
that.
that as well.
Yeah.
I gave Ruination another watch as well.
Yeah. I didn't know any of the players in that, by the way.
You didn't know any of them. What about Moses? Moses was in that, mate.
Was he?
Yes.
I didn't see him.
Moses was in that movie.
I was half looking at the names and then just like mostly looking at the frags and then thinking like,
yeah.
how is that wall bangable? Because I didn't play 1.6, but
Everything's wallbangable. You can't escape.
yep, in 1.6. I wish I played it. You know?
I wish I played it as well.
I
I only
played
played
a
it.
couple
I only
of
played it long
scrims,
after it was
actually.
dead.
Yeah.
I didn't play it when it was active.
Yeah, I played it with like a couple of 10-mans
Hmm.
where you just play with your mates and you're like, oh, this is great until you realise that you have to buy ammo and then you don't have any reserve ammo and you just
Try
go,
to spray
well,
down.
this game's a little bit silly, but
Mm.
you know, people wanted that in Go as well, right? They wanted
I'm not sure.
that to be
maybe-
put over as well. Yeah.
Yeah, look, nowadays, you kids don't remember anything. Nowadays, you know,
No.
Dad just brings you your ammo.
Yeah.
And you don't even have to remember it yourself. You don't even have to purchase your own ammo. Back in my day.
Brought it to you on a silver platter. It'd be interesting if that was an aspect of the game, though, because you could fully just, you know, go for the gun regardless, knowing that you don't have any extra ammunition, and just hope for the best on those ecos as well. So you could potentially get yourself an AWP, just a couple of bullets, and know that you've only got 10 chances at kills.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, people didn't always max out their, like, all
Wouldn't assume so.
buying clips because
Of course,
obviously
of
you're not
course.
going to go through all however many bullets are in the AWP most of the time.
Was ammo expensive?
Sometimes. I don't know, like, I don't know if it was different between guns.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was different between guns. But not a question for me,
No.
as not an active 1.6 player of the day. But I went definitely have heard a yarn or two.
Yeah, yarning's pretty interesting about 1.6 and Counter-Strike. So that is MVP of old. with all the boys there.
These are great fist bumps, but half these players aren't on the team anymore.
No, they're all gone. So essentially, if we could get this in black and white with some very sad music over the top, it would be probably a better situation.
My heart will go on.
Your throat is cooked. I don't know how you're still going.
It's the CS keeps me going.
Mate,
Rip
you need
Zine.
Go and get sinus surgery.
Sinus surgery.
Will you be allowed on the plane?
Will I
That's
be
what
allowed
Jira.
on the plane?
Jira had to get that before coming back from the minor.
What?
That's why he
Sinus
was there.
surgery.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called, but his sinuses were bleeding because of being in aircon and something.
That's
to do
what
with the
happens to me.
atmosphere. Yeah, but because of that, he wasn't supposed to fly. Or like after he had the surgery to stop it, he wasn't allowed to fly. So that's why he was stranded in Europe for like.
Yeah, because the
another
plane
fortnight
is
or
where it
something.
gets 10 times worse. You go on a long haul plane ride and you're breathing in that filtered and recirculated air.
Yeah.
Nightmare.
Yeah, well, it is interesting. But just to, make this time go a little bit faster while some little tardy mate is just not quite in the server, just a little late, can't quite get there. We are going to throw it over to a speed session to, get you guys interested in Counter-Strike and such.
I like the new cache update. I think it brings a lot of freshness and just a lot of opportunities for teams to be creative, and then I'd hope it just gets added pretty soon because, we've had some of the maps in there for a while and it could be something fun.
I would say for the most part it's not like a lot of crazy changes, but there's small tweaks here and there that can really make a difference. And also a big thing that I noticed is like different textures and stuff like that.
Some of the saturation was maybe a little too much, but I think they adjusted that. It was a little too green.
I haven't had time to watch the new one that much, but I think cache in general is a good map.
I'd like to see cache added back as soon as possible. I think it should replace Vertigo.
I want to replace Mirage or Dust 2 probably.
Probably Vertigo. I was gonna say like a different map other than Vertigo, but they just changed Vertigo again, so now I'm gonna say Vertigo.
I don't know. I mean, in terms of my individual, I like Mirage, but I think in terms of the scene, I think Mirage has started to get outdated, so I think Mirage is a good option for a map it could replace.
Whoa. Just checking my hair. How's yours?
Not bad.
Is it alright?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tarek's hair was pretty good there. Blame F as well. Oh, that man. Did you see how built he was?
Yeah, he's a unit, I believe, is what the kids say.
Like an absolute brick wall. No one can get past him, especially when he's got that AWP in hand.
They just finished second in their group.
Yep.
Pro League.
They made it to stage 2.
That's a pretty big result for them.
Yeah, considering.
And then the team that he left, Heroic, picked up Cadian, and with 10 days of practice, went through their Pro League group as well. That's even more ridiculous. In Europe.
Against some big names.
Insane.
Yep. Nuts. So all these roster swaps are going through those honeymoon periods and making it work. MVP, however, not finding that honeymoon period of their own. A little awkward,
It's hard to have a honeymoon without a good connection.
Yep. A little bit of connection problems, a little bit of chemistry problems. But the communication, looking alright at least. That's something that Tyloo have been struggling with. Although IG yesterday, and even today, there were a couple of those rounds where the communication looked quite interesting.
Yeah. Can't have it all.
No.
Can't max out every stat.
No.
That would be unfair.
That would be unfair. That'd be cheating. A little awkward. But it is Mirage on the cards. Anything could happen. It's a map where lots of pugs are played. This game itself could turn closely into a pug if they don't take it seriously and the internet connection issues tilt some players.
Could be the case.
Pretty
If I'm a
sharp.
Tyloo player and I'm playing against a laggy MVP player, you best bet I'm wide swinging that dude every time.
Good strats. Good strats indeed. Love it. Yeah.
Can I show you a trick, Matt?
You want to show me a trick?
Yeah,
Show
let's
me a
see.
trick.
So what you do is you start out with one of these.
Yep.
And you just go down here.
Yep.
All of a sudden. You weren't ready for it, were you? I know no one's laughing in chat, but Mac's laughing. And that's all I care about right now.
I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. Can I get?
You know how long I've wanted to do that
Can I
on
get MVP
camera?
on the blower? I just have some words because they are taking a long time to get into the server.
They're not going to understand you. I sat next to those.
I'll make you understand my tone.
I sat next to some of those MVP guys, and I was like, "Oh, good game." And
Yeah.
they're like, "Yes." And then I was like trying to test the boundaries of how much they could speak English, and I'm
Yep.
not sure if they didn't want to talk to me or whether they didn't understand what I was saying.
Of course.
It's the classic. You could never know. But yeah, that was the first event I ever worked at. MVP PK was there with their first lineup with Glow and Solo, Termi,
What event was that?
Zeph, Zen League.
Zen League. Ooh.
We don't talk
rest
about
in
that.
peace.
We don't talk about that.
No, we don't.
That's what I've been told.
Oh.
I talk about it. It was my first event. Very good.
Yeah.
I saw Bentet there. He was still putting the entire country of Indonesia on his back.
Yep.
And benching it, essentially.
Yep.
And
Strong man.
then he thought to himself, well, this is a bit too easy. What if I just try to bench China? You know, billion people. That might be a bit more of a challenge.
Yeah. So
It's just like you, Mac. You go to the gym, you lift something. Oh, it's a bit light. You go on to something bigger.
Yep. More weight. It's good. It's really great.
Mm.
This is probably one of the highlights of my career. Waiting for MVP.
Well, I told you.
Yeah. Ooh, well, we've got another video in store. Another speed session. So we'll have a look at that one.
I think the most underrated weapon is probably the MP9. I think a lot of people use it, but I think it's like underrated in terms of like what it actually like it can do. I think like up close it can actually like take out 3 AKs, for example, or this up close is really powerful. You gotta know how to use it properly though. You can't be playing like a long range position with it. Obviously you're not gonna do much. If you have like the right utility usage from your teammates and the right like being close with them, like by right range, I think that's actually a really solid gun.
Most underrated weapon in CSGO, probably the ump. It's just so cheap and really good armor penetration, so I go with the ump.
I would say that SG is probably the most underrated because I still see people like practicing AK and M4 and all that, and like just the normal weapons on deathmatch. I think that if people actually knew how good the SG was, which a lot of people use it like in general, but I don't see like people just sitting and aimbotting or deathmatching with it all day. So I would say like if this continue with SG being so OP on so many maps, I think that you'll see a lot more like basically everyone running around with the SG on the aim maps.
I mean, people are starting to tweet about the SG, but that I still think it's underrated. Like, people don't realize how good that gun is. I feel like now people do, but I feel like it should be bought way more than the AK.
I've been working part-time jobs, chasing all my dreams now lately. No matter if I try too hard, nothing's ever enough, baby. No, I don't care too much. I don't care too much. As long as I can keep you by my side, I don't care too much. We got time, no rush. In your eyes, I always see there is something meant for me. In your eyes, I always feel different. heart into something gold. Knew I sold my soul to the devil long ago. I rode it all along on your wave right before it broke. Time was thrown down the well, so I let you go. What I do right now. What I do right now for you, for you. Carolina skies in the night, floating by your side. I fell up when you fell down, but we stayed in flight. I'm laughing to myself, cause I know that I can't deny. I can't find what you can't hide right inside my mind. What I do right now. What I do right now for you, for you.
Hold up your sign though. They ain't count on that. They ain't count on that. They ain't count on that. Show what you gon' do. They don't want all that. They don't want all that.
That sounds like a pop song.
Take a dive before you dry out. It's the only way to live. You can't be without it, baby. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Try before you sign off. Shit can kill the sick. Real stories. It's the only way to live. Fancy cars and the smiles of the ocean. Purple sky, let that night come with peace. Anywhere you wanna be. Anywhere you wanna be. Yeah, yeah. Hold up your sign though. They ain't count on that. They ain't count on that. They ain't count on that. Show what you gon' do. They don't want all that. They don't want all that. They don't want all that. Pick up panel to be right on. Yeah. Cause no one really gives. Don't look back, I'll keep your eyes on. Long ago. Doesn't matter what it gon' cost. Never gave a shit. Real soul. Let it take a hit. Hey. Who's getting high on emotion? Look around. People fight all their life for some peace. Yeah. Look around. Fancy cars and the smiles of the ocean. Purple sky, let that night come with peace. Anywhere you wanna be. Anywhere you wanna be. Yeah, yeah. Hold up your sign though. They ain't count on that. They ain't count on that. take off. Rush at the rush. Take off, take off. Rush at the rush. Ha. Rush. Take off, take off. Rush at the rush.
I was born like a fire in the eye of a hurricane. Always told, stay in line, be alright, better play it safe. I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I've passed the point of no return, something is calling me, it's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Fly so high they can't touch us. So top notch, none above us. We done came so far, now we up now. Had a vision, stuck to it, never back down. Never had much, now we own the whole thing. Spread it all around the world, watch it all change. Came alive, now they all see the greatness. Light shine so hard they can't take it.
Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Come alive.
I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I've passed the point of no return, something is calling me, it's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Come alive. Come alive. Come alive. Come alive, come alive, come alive in the nighttime. Come alive, come alive, come alive in the nighttime. Come alive, come alive, come alive in the nighttime.
Come alive.
It's so high from here. You can see the world. Aren't we all insistent to be small?
a mission. We are many of one. We're coming home with a mission to tear you down from your undeserved throne. We can take your conviction. We are many of one. You may call it a virus, but we call it the antidote. It's an answer to silence. The future is here to revolt. It's so high from here. You can see the world. Aren't we all insistent to be smooth?
Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Woo. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Summer sauce, dripping, dripping. Woo. Got it. Yeah, yeah, got it. Yeah. Got it. You know. Yeah, you know. I'm only making moves. There ain't no other option. There ain't no other option. So if you talking juice, well, damn, you know I got it. Damn, you know I got it. Nobody got it like me. Nobody got it like me. Yeah. I got the juice. I got it. From a dropping in the scene, I feel lucky, yeah. Got them watching from Paris to Popping, yeah. With this music was lurking, now I'm attacking. Now with the chatting, I just step up and make it happen. It's a lifestyle. Living young and restless, yeah, we quite wild. If I want it, I'ma get it talking right now. And I ain't got no regrets, it's my time now. Lights out when you see us talking moves. You don't know that's the topic. And if you talking juice, well, damn, you know I got it. Damn, you know I got it. Nobody got it like me. Yeah, 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 yeah. You know it, yeah.
Back to ESL Pro League, where we are about to get underway in the game between Tyloo and MVP PK here on Mirage. So, this is going to be MVP's map pick, which means Tyloo get to choose the sides. So, how is this one going to start?
They've chosen the Blue Hats.
Oh, Blue Hats indeed. Oh, Tyloo heavy favourites here. Paying 10 cents to the dollar, or 9 cents rather. And MVP, just not looking like Betway are going to favour them at all.
Not at all. Creeping through underpass, Freeman is heading in that direction, but he does fall back towards connector. So we might not have seen MVP. Glow's got the one smoke, which could be that jungle smoke again with the flash over the stairs. That's what they went for last time.
So potential for a one-dimensional strategy. Tyloo going to be ready though, happy to play for the retake towards A. 3 Ts at the bottom of Con, about to run into Freeman. Smoke though, is going to force him away. So, site found for free. And the CT's getting extremely passive here. Expecting MVP to push forward, but they haven't at all. There's barely any blood drawn so far. Oh, King going to be spotted, but makes light work of somebody making his way in. Bentet as well. Sharp on the USP of his own. 4v4 situation as now the T's are going to try to hold their ground. King as well is going to go for the crouch peek. Finding Freeman. Bomb's not going to be clean for him though. Stack pulls the knife out. Can't quite find the man on the defuse because he's been taken down by someone else. I think it was Mini Zeta in the end. And that's going to be attacking now with just 3 HP, trying to survive. And MVP not going to find him in time. But they are going to try to hunt. And that is a solid start to the match for them. Considering it was a situation where many delays going forward. Hopefully the internet issues are all sorted now and they are happy just to play on.
It's a good little pistol round that they've thrown in a couple times there, Mac. It's worked pretty consistently for them. Good to see.
CT's just not quite ready for that to be such a situation. Now, RB going to be jumping across the line, trying to bait out anything. There's nothing there. Somebody will just rely on his teammates to allow him to get that line. Short side of balcony. Slow approach is MVP. Just going to wait for the CTs to make that first move.
It is a force from Tyloo. Potential is here to close this round out, but it's going to be the right side of sights. In fact, all 3 smokes thrown towards A. Freeman drops a smoke on A ramp. I don't think MVP will get a hit off the back of this. What is that flow?
Just looking for the aggression. Trying to counter that one. Good timing on the smoke, though, from Tyloo to stop this push in its tracks.
Both of the smokes, the A ramp smoke and the B apartment smoke, every time they want to go to one part of the map, they just get smoked off.
That's all it's taken, but the bomb is now going to be making its way through short, unspotted, because no one was peering over through con. So over towards the B site here, it's going to be somebody finding first blood. Attacker as well, going to find himself a singular there with the MP7. Almost another, but it is going to be the falling Mac 10 to connect it. Well, but Bentet going to be losing his head there. The Krieg on King, rather. Very good indeed. Samar tries to isolate that 1v1, but now it's Freeman on 13 HP. And looking like MVP to find some more. 5-7, inaccurate at long range nowadays. So, King, he's looking pretty sharp. 3 kills in that round, 2 in the previous. To find 5 in 2.
Gonna need to see some more rounds, though. That's what I was saying about RB yesterday. I was all like, this guy's looking pretty good, and then he did not do so well.
No, but now we are going to have some internet issues plaguing the game already. 3rd round in. MVP taking a technical pause here and waiting to figure out what they would like to do. Tyloo. This shouldn't really affect them. If anything, favour them to decide what they need to do themselves here or what they want to with just a deagle and a couple of default pistols.
I think best strat for them is to really G up attacker. Get him in the mood. Get him going. Then he can take that deagle. You can click on some heads. Or some bodies, because the deagle's broken. You can just aim in the general vicinity of people when they're running at you and get kills.
At medium range to close range.
Yeah.
No further.
Still dumb, though.
Still dumb.
It is a bit dumb. Don't tell me two shots to the body and people die. That's dumb.
You have to be pretty close though for that to work.
It's true. Close
the
enough
amount of
to give him a
times
kiss.
that I've hit someone in the body with 2, and then you're like, why is he not dead? And then he has 2 HP. Makes me very sad. So, I'm sure many people out there have all experienced the same fate. Well, we'll see if MVP are able to find another. The buy should be coming in shortly, and the unpause just around the bend.
Should be the anti-eco, right? Should be pretty easy for him. Did
hope
Zeta
so.
lose his armor after disconnecting there?
He may have.
Because I swear MVP had 3 alive.
They did.
Last round.
So with that reconnect, that may have an effect. No, alright, so we're going to have a match medic here.
He wants his armor back.
Yeah, of course, of course.
That's fair enough.
And why wouldn't you? Although, he doesn't have it when he's being respawned. Maybe he didn't have armor in the previous round. Surely not.
They had 3 sets of armor. It was somebody else glow, maybe.
Well, they're all back. They're all happy. The game is live. So, who's going to thrive? Is it Tyloo on the back of a couple of upgraded pistols, or is it going to be MVP with everything favouring them? Basic gold anti-eco strat, the hold, the setup, all over the board. MVP happy to let that clock tick down, but Tyloo, they have already infiltrated that A-ramp area. Freeman just up in the corner, looking to go for the bait of the attention. And stacks with that Mac 10, the most expendable for MVP. But also with the money to start to rack up those dollary dues. And now, as nothing is found over towards the mid area here, we are going to see MVP looking like they are going to go for a B-split from those positions. Although the 2-tap from Summer is going to find stacks, and that has allowed the T's to make a couple of weird decisions. They left that bomb at mid now. Bo tried to throw that one up to short, but it did not go with Zeta, so he's now going to have to go to short himself.
I think they want to go for this B-split MVP. Tyloo's not in position yet, but they're scrambling to do so.
They're trying to get over onto the site here and over towards NBK and Mensch. That Molotov is going to force Summer out. They're going to try to fight for this one. One apiece is huge because now that's going to be a two-man advantage, but for how long can they hold it? It is Glow stuck out of Africa. So much damage done to him. 16 HP. Him and King both have to try to fight for this one. He's going to be the scout to bring it to a 1v2. Glow now 1 bullet away from death and has the opportunity, but somebody on that rotation finds that headshot in the end, and Tyloo caused the upset on just some pistols.
That's going to be a bit upsetting for MVP. Losing to the full save, only a couple of upgraded pistols and armor. Very rough situation to be in.
Rough indeed. That's how Tyloo gets on the board. So much money left in the bank there for both Somebody and Bentet, who stayed alive at the end of that upset in the round. MVP, however, look at this, going for the bust out towards the A site. Couple of flashes will blind Freeman, but the utility damage is going to be there, and the mop-up denying that plant. It stacks now in a rough position, but he's going to try to get something done. There's only a singular will be found. Beautiful shot initially on a Ben 10, who is very much on that hunt. We are brought back to a 2-2 scenario.
Jack up. Doing pretty good this game. He was our highlighted player, I believe. And Tyloo, they're back in the driver's seat. MVP putting another buy on the board. Looking like a bit of a 1-3-1 default dance. As Tyloo going to take that deep A ramp control, as well as throw a smoke deep behind B apartments. RB's just going to fall back. No movement from MVP. They're waiting for aggression out from Tyloo, of which they probably will not find any until they start to make their way through the map.
MVP now prodding towards that A site, but with the scope, Summer surely hearing this. They just relay something, but it's only a singular man that has been heard. And off the back of that, that rotation might have been heard as well. Summer in sandwich close to that A main area, able to hear everything that's going on. Seconds remain, and MVP need to make their move, but there's still utility that's been held onto by the CTs. Tyloo in a great position to play for the retake. We'll see if Summer can get something done. He's only got himself that flash. Molotov comes out. The split won't be denied because now over towards short there, Bentet not going to be able to deny the push up Con unless he goes in behind that Molotov. But the timing could be favouring them because MVP are taking so long to make their move. Summer, he's going to be cleared, but not taken down. takes the first two. It's King putting in the hard yards with that bomb is retrieved. Now it's Attacker and Benzet. All they need to do is stay alive, but it's Attacker mopping up the floors on the A site, pushing the MVP players straight into the ground. That is absolute mayhem. Tyloo finding a third and making light work of the late bust from MVP.
Took a little bit too long to get rolling in that round. MVP often do play that slower paced T side on this map. At least that's what we saw yesterday, and it was working out pretty well for them. But end of the day, if you're not getting those key kills, or you really run down the clock and then you have one CT in a key position like Sandwich that just goes unchecked, that's the end of the round of that one.
It's fundamental being missed there by MVP, and it was their shortcoming. So, Bomb as well going to be found at mid. King will find another. Looking very sharp today. He's hitting all his shots, but unfortunately it looks like he's the only one doing so currently. The next on the board is going to be Stacks with 4. But MVP off to a rough start.
Undoubtedly. Nothing they can't recover from them, though. Tyloo building up a little bit of cash. Quite a bit of cash, actually. I was looking at Freeman first, and then I looked at everyone else, and I was like, oh, yeah. They're quite rich, aren't they? MVP, what's the go-to in this round? Once again, very spread out throughout the map. Haven't really made any progress anywhere, really. Sort of waiting around, taking their time. Looks like it's going to be these right side of site A smokes to create room for Stacks and RB to sneak through middle and underpass. This is something they were doing yesterday. But with the boost on short bricks, there will undoubtedly be a bit of a fight coming out from Tyloo. The question is there going to be the rotate pulled from Summer? You see his attention's being pulled towards A, but he drops the smoke into Palace. And he is actually pulled out of connector, which will create a little bit of room, but still Ben sets up on bricks.
Just rotating this utility again, and the default might just cause something else. The boost on short is good for a singular. Stacks managing to find that defense in con, and there's so much pressure on the back of Freeman now. He needs to go huge, and looks like that's just what he's going to do, finding himself the singular, waiting that creep fire coming in. But Zeta only find the singular because somebody triple there. Zeta is going to try to fight for this one back to the 2v2. There's still 30 seconds. And they've only spotted one of the CTs.
Can't be sure there's no one in jungle or con, so can't just plant open until it's covered.
Tyloo playing this one together. The cover is there, but they will move in. Trade out. Beautiful shot from Attacker, and again gets the double. 3k for the round, but the retake successful for Tyloo. It was very costly indeed in terms of that economy. Freeman might be in a bit of a pickle, but Attacker over towards the 5 digits. Bentet in a similar situation is going to be able to drop his teammate. An MVP off to a slow start. That is now 5 in a row that Tyloo has managed. Momentum heavily in their favour.
MVP building up a lot of loss bonus though, so with that bomb plant, we'll be able to buy up once again here. Looking like it's slowing down. This time the difference being that Tyloo has thrown that smoke onto top mid, but MVP don't want to respect it. They push straight through it and try to take control. The swing from Attacker without a single flashbang from a teammate will be the death of him.
Oh, and that's not good, because Attacker has been clutching a couple of these rounds. This could be just what MVP need to get that third on the board.
Man advantage for them. Have some control of middle, but they still need to be decisive in this mid to late round. Good for them as Stacks make his way back towards A. RB will join up with Glow in towards middle here. It's looking like they're getting ready for an A split, getting those smokes ready behind A ramp. Which ones will they throw? Looks like CT and potentially a top con or jungle smoke.
Yeah, odd position
That's
there.
top
That's
con.
the... Is it?
No, I think it's top con.
I know you can smoke the progression at A main from there.
No, you do a jump throw to do top con from there.
Oh,
it's actually jungle. So,
jungle.
there you go. So one of the two.
Similar position, but that has allowed... It looks similar to the pistol strategy. This time there's that CT smoke.
Yeah, very nice utility usage from MVP. Just locking Tyloo out at the bomb site. Molotov secure the road chase.
Oh. Glow potentially overstepping his boundary. Wanted to get some form of information, but has allowed it to be a 4v4. And then Tyloo, he's going to walk straight into the crosshair of Zeta, who tries to hold his ground, manages to find himself double again, but Bentet's still here, he's still fighting. 2v3, Zeta going to be stuck there. Sandwich has nothing that he can do through the smoke, though. RB hits straight back, but somebody is way too far away to have any impact on the round. Didn't help out the captain there, Bentet. And he will keep the AWP in play, but other than that, it is going to be MVP back on the board. So, that kill on attacker initially having big impact in the round.
I love that from MVP, just the way that they navigated themselves through that round. From the second they got the first pick, to how they closed it out in the mid to late round. Very impressive stuff from them. That's put Tyloo in a economic position that they may not be able to recover from if they lose this round. This is a must-win for them. MVP once again, slow, methodical approach from them. RB gets smoked out of B apartments. Somebody's actually got the AWP towards back of apps. Molotov's been thrown in by Bentet, but they never really go for this control. They just want to stop the aggressive alert coming in from MVP in that part of the map, as is usually common from MVP. With a minute 15 to go, no CT push, surely MVP are going to start making their way through the map now. Glow slips across to top mid boxes. He's now in a position where he can smoke window, but he drops the smoke into window at a point where it's not really going to be valuable for the T's. No one's in position to take advantage of that, to go towards con or take short.
That smoke at the back of apartments has allowed Bentet to get so aggressive as well. RB just waiting for this smoke to start fading. Angle found by Bentet. Full control. There's a flash over apartment, so he is aware that there could be another T here. He drops that flash out the window, but follows it eventually. Rap now coming in from MVP. The audible's been called. They are going to try to slot the man into window. And with the timing, it is going to work as well. Oh, all the way across. Glow has managed to gain that position. Filtered it out. Summer as well. By as much time as possible. Flash coming out off the balcony there, but it's not going to be effective on the T. Push coming in just in time. Freeman and Summer both making that crossfire work, and the bomb is now down. Hard to retrieve. King cannot make the micro adjustment. So that's 6 on the board for Tyloo. Big hold there on the A site, and 4 alive in the end is just going to be a nice addition to the economy.
So round was must win, and Tyloo get it done. Excellent job from them in that round. Summer in particular, I loved how he uses utility in the late round there just to buy time. Create space for Freeman to get that easy kill, and that kind of play is really what secures that round a lot more cleanly for Tyloo and allows their economy to build up, where often you do see in that 3-on-5, the T's can claw back a couple of frags and make it expensive if not give themselves a chance to win the round if they come into the bomb site with those entries.
It was good defensive utility used at the perfect time to force those mistakes. And another mistake is going to be made, and that is Stacks going out solo straight into the crosshair of Freeman. Looking just to try and work the timing, to take those risky plays here on the Deagles, which sometimes you really need to take to try and make light work of these rounds. I'll give yourself any chance. However, this time, not the case. Freeman looking at triple. Timing for the repeat is going to be the downfall for Zeta. King, however, will be there to connect, and he gains some map control as well, almost into CT, but his wrap, there is the engagement won by Summer. He doubles down, attacker as well, hyper aggressive through apartments, finds the headshot onto Glow, and that is 7 on the CT side for Tyloo already. Strong start. His MVP, the economy, on the edge of being broken again.
Mate, they got that full loss bonus. 1k in the bank on all their players. No chance.
Nah.
That's definitely not a good thing, though.
No.
They're getting their rounds broken. That's worse. Probably worse than getting the money broken.
Well, Zeta decided to go through the smoke into a Molotov and a crosshair. That is never really the greatest of decisions.
Yeah, see, it worked last time when there wasn't a Tyloo player on the other side of the smoke. But
This time there was.
fancy that.
Different scenarios, providing different results. Crazy world.
Somebody's just been primary AWPing on this B site. Man, this AWP situation for Tyloo is just a mess, isn't it?
Who's the AWPer?
Yes.
I'll
That's
find
right.
one day. Pick up Chelios, honestly.
Tyloo.
Everyone's picking up Chelios. Throw him on Tyloo.
The only person that speaks less Chinese than Internet. Can you imagine Chelios trying to learn Chinese?
Well, somebody making use of the AWP, getting himself a double, goes back for more. Oh, very wide indeed. Risky gameplay, but King on short net. Going to... it's actually all made on short. King just getting the trade.
I mean, you know what, Mac?
Yes?
You might be onto something, to be honest.
What?
Because remember, like, that property investment where all those Chinese investors came in and brought up all those New Zealand properties? Well, all they really need to do is they need to get one of the Tyloo talent scouts over into one of those properties, just over to New Zealand somewhere. And as far as I understand it, there's just everyone's an AWPer there. Like, they just grow AWPers non-stop. So send him over there for a couple of weeks. I'm sure you can scrounge yourself up a good AWPer from somewhere. Just pick up somebody off the street. Everyone can AWP in New Zealand. I mean, look at Grat.
That's it.
He was basically homeless before he was picked up. I mean, look at the mustache. He's clearly...
Are you saying he looks like he was picked up off the street? Wow.
Look, the mustache is a bit dirty. That's all I'm saying.
Wow. That's all I got for you. Not helping you out of that hole.
Don't need help. That's fine.
Anyway, mid-control still here for the T's. Stack's able to lurk wherever he wants from this point.
Yeah, it's just a full passive setup from Tyloo. Attackers just chilling in jungle, summer, back at CT. They don't even care.
And look at
They
this.
literally like MVP, do whatever you want at this point.
There's
Whatever.
a molly and 3 smokes remaining with 30 seconds on the clock. Smoking off A main is going to force them straight through blind. That molly going to be thrown down, but will it deny the cross to sight? Not just yet. Zeta now is going to try to defend this bomb plant. No one positioned to stop it from going down, so Tyloo going to have to play for the hard retake, 5v5.
Zeta just got team-whited. Alright, Tyloo's on for the retake. There is actually 2 smokes here. But on a 5v5 retake, they need to hit some really clean shots on the way back into the site.
Well, before the problem was that somebody was over on short and couldn't find anything and didn't go close to the bomb site, and it looks like that's exactly what's going to happen again. Stack just needs to hide in the corner, pick up on enough, and King as well finds the angle there with the Krieg, but the time's ticking down. Tyloo taking way too long to commit to this retake. And somebody again still over on short. Jame time in his finest form, finds a beautiful headshot. Unfortunately, that is all he's going to find, because that is 4 now on the board for MVP. Glow is on the hunt, may just be able to deny the cross over to apartments, but up on the balcony, somebody will survive. And that is going to be MVP breaking the dry spell again.
Absolutely. It's always just these late round scenarios where MVP is throwing solid utility, getting out onto the sites, and then just getting good post plants. That's what's winning the round time after time. There's a good man advantage for them. And MVP, you know, a lot of teams, I would say, they're probably going to speed it up, start to make mistakes and lose picks right and left, and then they'll probably be losing this round anyway. But MVP, they're quite sensible. You can already see they're just turtling. They get that first pick, they instantly turtle. They take their time. They wait for Tyloo to get aggressive so they can punish those potential peaks. Then they group up in the late round and throw those banger executes that we've seen for the last couple. And King didn't play well yesterday, but today he is definitely showing up, Mac. I think that's the guy they picked up out of a pub server. So,
B.
There you go. I thought it was King.
It's King? I thought it was RB the pump server.
No, I think it was King. Let me double check though.
Well, go check again, but I swear it was RB.
Alright.
Yeah.
Should we have a bet on it before I type this in?
I'm not a punter. I'm a very responsible adult. Low. Bentet finds the angle there. To Glow. So it is back to a 4v4. Is now making their way out towards the A side. Attacker characteristically going to miss, but Summer, however, has that AWP in hand. Managed to find a singular, but the bomb's gone down to a safe retrieve position. Nade off the wall is really good damage on Stack. Slows him down as he tries to retreat to safety. Retake. This time Tyloo not leaving late. Summer trying to work the angles, looking for something. Bentet finds the angle, but he cannot land the initial bullets as well, so it's very hard to commit to that spray. 2v3, the T's already softened up. Stacks is just going to be holding his ground there. Goes very wide indeed. Doesn't have to go for the repeat. And MVP, they've made this one look easy as anything. 5 now on the board on the T side. Summer is able to survive in this position, but it is going to be the jiggle there. Stacks baits just enough time for King to come in on the flank. 3 survive in the end for MVP.
It was King, by the way.
Between it. Is it?
And he's making Tyloo look like they're a bit of a pub server at the moment.
Well.
There you go.
There you go. Well, this time it's actually a timeout for Tyloo, which is something a bit different. Because MVP have been the ones having crazy amounts of pauses over the previous 2 days.
I mean, I understand they're having some internet issues here, but they're putting together quite a few good rounds, Mac. This is looking like not too shabby of a T side, if I do say so myself. And that's all I wanted to see for MVP. I don't care if you guys win or lose. You know, I just want to see some good CS. And if you're providing that to me, then I'm going to give you the respect you deserve.
A little bit of respect is, or has earned here. MVP, Tyloo, standoffish, but on a round like this with a mixed bite, you could see them pushing every extremity. MVP, however, just staying quite far back for the moment in time. Smoking to apartments now. And Tyloo, they are going to go for the hard stack. It's not a bad idea because I'd say about 80% of the rounds MVP has gone to this A side, so it's a good read. Bomb is heading in this direction. They invested a lot of smokes over towards that mid area as well. But the CTs, they are just going to be fighting for map control. Should be a 2v3 here towards a main. Bentet relying on Freeman to bait out the angle to draw all that attention. Good fundamentals, great shots all coming out. Summer is going to be able to flash for himself, and Stacks as well, already around the corner. Attacking is here with the M4, trying to fight for his life. Manages to find the double and makes it easy work for somebody as long as he can connect. First onto King, and the flash is going to fully blind him, but in front of the missiles there. Oh, hits the wall bang, and it could be a 1v3, but he goes wide, even with control of the bomb. RB takes his head right off and keeps MVP in the round, but that could have been nuts.
Heading into the last round of the half, that's MVP putting Tyloo in an awkward position in terms of the cash. Most of them had 3k, so they're going to have to go for another skew if buy here. Potential for MVP to put 7 on the board, and that's a good start.
Great start to the round. If they can get 7, it should set them up for victory heading into the second half. Here. The upset could start to happen. 2-man disadvantage. Flag. Oh, smoke though. Deep into apartments. There was an opportunity here for somebody to hold, but he is going to be caught in no man's land, going wide indeed. Couldn't isolate the fight. Stacks is going to mop this one up, and now it's Attacker in a 1v5, and this should be a guaranteed 7th for MVP.
Again, they just look so dominant in the mid to late round. As soon as they put themselves in their favourable position, they get that utility rolling for themselves. They've set themselves up in the post plant. It looks like they're unbreakable.
Unbreakable is exactly what we're going to expect from them, though, because, well, they have something to prove, and it is their last opportunity to have any chance of going over to stage 2. They need to win this. Tyloo, however, at least already have that win on the board. But second half is on the other side of this break, so we'll see you all shortly. Okay.
Straight back into it.
So there was no halftime break. We are straight back into the game, so that is going to be a little awkward, and the bomb has been planted, so MVP also going to be caught off guard, trying to play for the 5v5 retake. Interesting situation.
Smoking a kit on King, but coming out of market in this kind of scenario is such a difficult task. You're going to have to bust out here.
Trying to make it work. Zeta coming in on the flank, but will he have an effect on the round? RB trying to lead the charge, but the T's, they are going to be mopped up by King. The man's been so sharp with pistol, and he's going to try to make it work again. Finding that third onto Summer. Retake Simulator has been working, and Ben 10 as well is going to get a couple of knives off, denying that bomb defuse just in time. He makes it work somehow. The pistols couldn't stop him from penetrating deep, and that is going to be Tyloo finding themselves a ninth. What a chaotic retake. It fully almost worked, but it was only King to do the damage. 20 kills in 16 rounds. He's huge.
Imagine thinking we were going to a break. Oh man. Alright. MVP, they're going to be put on the single save. Should be a pretty good buy heading into the next. Keen to see if King is going to go for an AWP or something like that. Rest of them will have to that 4 to 4.5k money amount. It's a bit rough to get all the utilities, but you don't need all the utilities on Mirage usually, Mac.
No, you don't. Do a lot of this time he's not going to connect that in the previous good positioning over the smoke there. He's going to allow Glow to find another shot. Bring back to the 4v4 for the AK. The AK is just going to get through all of the CTs there because there's no armor. And no armor means taking damage, especially from these ARs and the SMGs, as well as the USP, which is the one hedge on the end, onto Zeta, and that is 10 on the board for Tyloo. Strong start to the second half.
We do have another technical timeout.
Uh-oh.
And I hear players typing in the chat. Someone's having a bit of a whinge, Mac.
Who's having a whinge?
I don't know. I can't see the chat.
Ah, that's unfortunate. Are you going to drink this Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel?
No, you can have it.
Oh, of course. Well, thank you for this Mountain Dew
I
Amp
brought it
Game
for
Fuel.
you, actually.
I'm very excited because
let me know how it is.
We don't have this in Australia. If, however, anyone out there would like to send me some Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel, please feel free.
When you're back in Australia?
When I'm back in Australia.
Have a sip then. Tell me how it tastes.
Oh, it tastes like loser tears.
Oh, there you go.
Wow, this is pretty good.
All of a sudden, Mac's riding a dragon.
It's not salty. Usually, I'd expect tears to taste salty, but this one's fine.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm not really a big purveyor of tears.
No.
Myself.
Well, there you go.
But gamer tears are something that I have seen a lot of in my time. And sometimes those can be flowing harder than ever before when you do have some internet issues. But regardless, we're through the technical timeout. It's going to be a buyout for MVP. PK, Tyloo going to hold on to 2 of those Mac 10s, so maybe a bit of a faster strat will be coming out for them. Actually, one of them's an MP7. Mind me. Flag. Round for Tyloo. Maybe hitting quickly through the underpass. Summer and somebody. Somebody going to get boosted. See that?
Well, I don't think he did. He just made that hard read, and it's worked regardless. He is Zeta is just going to be fighting for this one. All the way to the window, tries to get that spray to work, but he's going to be attacker hitting straight back. Bentep comes out of top mid to try to help, but the CTs, they've already turtled back up on those sites. 2-2 split for them. Happy to hold. And Bentep might just be able to work the time in here. Here's that rotation through jungle. King over at Firebox, safe position, given the route that Bentet has taken, and he seems to be aware as well, following those footsteps he heard. Glow will be looking in this direction, but if Bentet can find the time, he may just be able to flank that B site. There it is, it's been spotted. Is the communication there? Surely, a little bit late, but the CT's both hiding behind the pylons, looking to play this one together. Right though, but RB goes wide, hits him with the 2-tap, and that is how MVP got their first round in the second half.
Good round from the lads. Really putting it together here, keeping it nice and close. Tyloo wants to go from them, because Bentet's pretty broke, Freeman's pretty broke as well. Summer is buying, I guess they called a buy at the last second, before they got rolling out of T-Spawn. They have wasted 10 seconds in this round. But, okay. Flash onto mid. Freeman's going to throw a smoke top middle window and go towards A. Tyloo's not really going anywhere too quickly. Somebody going through an underpass now. But what's the strat, Tyloo? Because this is looking very disjointed. Very weird. Attacker gonna get a smoke ready in T-spawn again. Just have a window atop mid.
Interesting spread across the...
He's gonna look at Freeman as well. He gave Freeman a little bit of a look. Maybe asked him, which smoke am I throwing? And Freeman's like, oh, it's the window smoke. He's like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Well, Tyloo, they have definitely stayed passive this round, as has MVP, not getting too proactive, just happy to stay passive and save this utility, which hasn't been forced out by Tyloo at all. So heading with 30 seconds remaining and so much utility there, both to retake and to hold off any push. MVP should be right as rain as long as they hit their shots. But there are no eyes on this short area, so Tyloo will be allowed to go for the split. Stacks, he finds himself the first RB as well, 35, but can he hold on? Looking for some more. Rethinking though. Managed to find the head of Benjet. Sharp flick. Zeta going to try to wrap around. The bomb still needs to go down with 10 seconds on the board. And it is RB going huge with the 3K. 9 on the board for MVP. Looking to even the scores.
That's a massive, massive hold on that B bomb site. Usually we see Stacks being the one to multi-frag like that, but RB really stepping up that round. That's going to put Tyloo's economy in the bin, Mac.
In the bin, good place to be if you like to be smelly.
Going to see a bit of an upset here.
Are you smelly?
Am I smelly?
That's what I asked.
A little bit. In a good way.
Trying to track him down. Glow pulls out from the secondary, but is not able to connect effectively all the way towards the B site. Everyone starts to split up. Tyloo don't know where they're going. They tried to fight for con. They tried to fight for short. They failed on both regards. But here with the Glocks, they've got somebody who's made his way into CT. CT's not going to be rotating this direction. We could see them go to B for free. But MVP takes it over right now. It will be easy to go for the retake unless they lose stacks, which now they have. But the bomb's been found. And now it's very hard to defend. Interesting position to be sitting for so long. Still with the minute. Bentet is going to make his way through CT. MVP, they're very switched on. King going to reposition into a strong location, but really look the right direction. Every time he peeks towards that crawl space, he's away, but something has ticked him off. King now finding the headshot. Big round again. 3K and 23 on the board. Almost single-handedly keeping MVP's dreams alive.
100%. So evening up the scoreline, 10 apiece. This game is very neck and neck, back and forth. See if Tyloo a little bit more cohesive in this round, because last round I don't know what the hell that was. They literally didn't go and take a fight with any CTs, or take any mid control, or push B apartments at all until 45 seconds in the round, in which case they sort of grouped up and went, I guess we're going for a short split.
Just very slow approach.
He's observing the contents of his Mountain Dew amp game fuel.
You've seen what's in there. It's a dark place. It's a dark hole in the can.
Curious. You ever had that experience where you usually drink something out of the can, then you pour it out and you're like, I didn't know it was that colour?
Yes. Many times. Shadows, crazy things. The way refraction works. Well. Mid control. Gifted to Tyloo. MVP did not want to try to hold that one. Window smoke and Popcorn is all it took. Baits out some utility from Glow as well, who will leave the area for now.
Good night, Tyloo getting ready for a bit of an A split here. I don't know how well MVP is set up for this. King is playing in front of A-Ramp at the moment. Zedart could get the here, but doesn't.
Hiding in the smoke. Glow now, just staying alive for as long as he can there. Over towards the area. It is going to be Bentet to somebody. Shot 3v5, 2v5 rather. Bentet's finding himself the double onto Stack. Zeta goes down. RB in a 1v5. He's going to be spotted over the ticket. Tyloo try to fight this one together, and they will get the trades effectively. 3K in the end for Bentet, and him and somebody just causing chaos there at A. These rounds are so slow. No one going for anything early at all. It's like a minute of everyone standing and holding, waiting for something to happen. And then about 20 seconds of action.
Welcome to watching MVP play.
Staggered game.
And Tyloo, though, they're really slowing it down in this side. It's a bit curious. Used to see Tyloo go out there, all guns blazing.
Yeah.
Getting it done.
Bit of really early round action. This time not so much. Bentet somehow missing all those shots. Whoever that was, I don't know if it was Glow or Zeta. I think it was Zeta that jumped out window. Somehow unpunished all the way to Con. Bentet just a little bit slow on the swing. Default King going to be completely destroyed. And that is going to be the A-site defense is weakened ever so slightly. Bomb now going to be retrieved on the rotation. Tyloo looking like they've made the decision to hit this A-site. Still some util to go for the execute. Attacker up short as well. Finds the timing. On to Glow. Zeta. He's dusted. And MVP have been sufficiently picked apart. Tyloo now should have a guaranteed 12th on the board. The CZ may just be able to be upgraded to a rifle as long as the T's walk in this direction. But Attacker looks like he's happy to hold 5 rifles alive. And knowing that MVP were on essentially no investment at all. You'd be an idiot to push and hunt. There's nothing to find here.
Well, that's where you're wrong, Mac. The most important thing to find of all. It's not inner peace. It's not the truth of the universe. It's TV stats.
Well, that is something that will reflect the game at the end once we get there. And this match rather is actually looking a lot closer than we ever expected. It is because MVP had internet issues yesterday. Today started off with them. We thought that there might not have been a game, but at the moment they're here, they're swinging, and they're doing a really good job given their situation.
And I am very happy with that. You know, I just want to see a good game.
I just want to see a good game.
Everyone's wanting a good game as well.
That's the one.
As all the viewers.
It's exactly what we have on our hands.
Sometimes, you know, it sucks to be in a position where, you know, internet issues are meaning that you can't play to your 100%, but that doesn't mean you can't give us a good game.
Summer, though, has been picked off early there at mid. Very close, works the timing. King goes down. That is beautiful timing on the push. They try to get the molly out, but Bentet just going forward. On the back of the flash, it's all good, but they've left the under balcony area unchecked. So Glow will find himself the singular. Bentet hits back. To Molotov. Should have been heard by the T's. After taking down Stacks, they should be aware of this position, but maybe the headphones just aren't working completely. But RB in the 1v3 is just going to prioritise keeping that AUG alive. He's almost got full utility. It would be a waste if he did fall. He has a good chance in the next round to cause some chaos. MVP losing a couple in a row now. Should still have that round loss bonus worked up. Tyloo, they're back on the board, 3 live with plenty of money in the bank. And heading towards the end of the match, it should be smooth sailing. But it will rely on them continuing to head forward, continuing to hit these shots, get those entries. And the final change in pace there, completely catching MVP off guard. It was like 15 seconds in, dry peek at A main to crack open the A site. And another man caught with util in hand. So, aggressive play style, what we're used to seeing from Tyloo, works out for them. Who'd have thought?
See, back to basics.
Oh, and again, straight into the rifle. Attack on Freeman, finding many a kill. King as well with the USB, gets himself in, but there's so much damage done to King already. This could be a bit of an upset, but the Glock is going to work out as somebody spams over towards CT. There's not even anyone there. RB in a 1v3 though, with this AUG alive. He's gone on this huge rotation. The T's have no idea of his position. And they will back out for a moment. Too slow on the trigger though. Now that he's been spotted, that bomb is just going to try to beat the rotation over towards B. But there is the angle for attacker all the way through Con. RB out in the open. 3 somehow surviving. In a round that never should have looked that close.
Definitely should not have. Wasn't much invested there, but the USPs, the AUG, they get it done. MVP, can they get it done with a double AWP setup? That could be the change up that they need here. Tyloo's got a couple in a row. This could be a different look. And Tyloo, they were taking things very slowly earlier on, but now starting to speed it up. Bit of a 1-3-1, pressure on the extremities from somebody. Main 3 taking mid and Freeman holding over towards Palace. But sometimes in a slower round like this, you don't place your utility, you don't properly, like the flashes, you don't shoulder peek the right angles against the double orb setup on a default. You can be finding yourself losing players right and left very early on.
No one falling early this time, however. Aggression smoke going to be thrown there by somebody. As well, will force the offer off of balcony. That's all it's taken. He's given up apartments completely. Will this hold a rotation at all? Somebody making a lot of noise all the way through the underpass area. RB very far back, watching the crawl space. Thinking that a window boost might have been on the cards, but still Glow so close to A main. May not be checked here, as no one's going to be coming from this direction. On the balcony, Bentet finding Glow though. The entry route all the way down bench is going to clear out so many different lines here. Stacker as well is good for a singular, but he turns around, so Stack able to get the trade. RB with the AWP, bringing it to the 2v2. The bomb goes down here. Over towards default. Freeman going to be ready, positioned behind that default box. And Summer goes down. Stacks with a nice shot as well. But Freeman making that 1v1 work, expecting this rotation to be coming out, but Stacks, surely he's heard. Oh, couple of footsteps, jumps around the corner, had no idea that Freeman would be aggressing in this location. And that is all it's taken Tyloo to make a 15th round happen. 1v2 from Freeman. Big movements at the perfect time.
MVP, it's been a valiant attempt from them. They've put on a good show here. made the best of a bad situation and tried to make a game of it. And there was definitely situations where it looked like they were trading back and forth with Tyloo. They were, you know, able to actually put themselves in a position where they could have taken control of the game. But Tyloo seems to have woken up.
Started playing like it's their game. That aggression said for Glow, however, nice bit of movement to pick up a kill there with the Famous at mid. Now that's potential for mid control to be taken, except the attacker has made it the whole way into ladder, and the CT's had no idea, so then it goes down for free. Glow again going to make the Famous work. So something that Pilly is unable to do. It's going to work much better for Glow here. 3v3. Stacks, he's got himself the Deagle and a Dream as he comes on this rotation into CT. But look at this. So much information found by RB. He's pushed the whole way through apartments. Will be on the fast flank as well. The CTs just need to survive. Great communication coming in. You can see that Glow has gone into the short side of Con as well, making sure that the pincer doesn't happen. But RB is straight behind this push, and Tyloo could be in a world of hurt. They've got the better weaponry though. On the top to jungle. Great passive approach from the two CTs already here and holding. There's that utility. It's all on RB to go big. Needs to go timing, but the Famous is going to find herself a singular. The AWP as well could go down for free, and it's just a matter of time. Oh, the bomb not going to be able to be planted just yet from default, and he's lost it. Who was that over towards CT? Why is he dead? Why has he peaked? He could have been what they needed in the round, but Tyloo happy just to hold a crossfire.
No way he checks top out here.
Oh, he walks into it.
That's just such smart positioning from Summer in that one-on-one. And that'll be the game. Tyloo, take it out. MVP, it looked like they could have fought for that game. They got up to 10 apiece, but from there, Tyloo just absolutely smacked them.
I was just waiting for the upset in that round, but it did not eventuate. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, break time. Second map on the other side. See you then.
You love it, you wear it. What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
Son intelligence de jeu, même quand il avait 6-7 ans, c'était assez incroyable.
Donc au début, on était meilleur que lui.
Je pense qu'il a, c'est à partir de ses 14 ou 15 ans qu'il a commencé à être meilleur.
Au début, quand il perdait, c'était un très mauvais perdant. Hein.
Oui, je me souviens très bien qu'il cassait beaucoup de souris.
I've been there since the beginning. Every map, every frag, every moment. I run, but I never hide. With knowledge comes power, and power is to be wielded wisely. Which is why, as the expert, I bet with Betway. If you know CSGO, then you'll know the best way to bet on esports is with Betway, for the love of the game.
This is Game Fuel. It's domination in a can. Aw, tastes like loser tears.
New Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel. Victory in a can.
Hold up your sign, though. They ain't count on that. They ain't count on that. They ain't count on that. Show what you gon' do. They don't want all that. They don't want all that.
That sounds like a pop song.
Take a dive before you die, y'all. It's the only way to live. You can't be without it, baby. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Try before you sign off. Shit can kill the sick. Real stars. It's the only way to live. Fancy cars and the smiles of the ocean. Purple sky, let that night come with peace. Anywhere you wanna be. Anywhere you wanna be. Yeah, yeah. Hold up your sign, though. They ain't count on that. They ain't count on that. They ain't count on that. Show what you gon' do. They don't want all that. They don't want all that. They don't want all that. Pick up, I know to be right on. Yeah. 'Cause no one really gives. Don't look back, I'll keep your eyes on. Long ago. Doesn't matter what it gon' cost. Never gave a shit. Real soul. Let it take a hit. Hey. Who's getting high on emotion? Look around. People fight all their life for some peace. Yeah. Look around. Fancy cars and the smiles of the ocean. Purple sky, let that night come with peace. Anywhere you wanna be. Anywhere you wanna be. Yeah, yeah. Hold up your sign, though. They ain't count on that. They ain't count on that. They ain't count on that. Show what you gon' do. They don't want all that. They don't want all that. They don't want all that. Take off. Rush at the rush. Take off. Rush at the rush. Rush. Take off. Rush at the rush.
I was born like a fire in the eye of a hurricane. Always told, stay in line, be alright, better play it safe. I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I've passed the point of no return, something is calling me. It's in the air that I breathe.
so high they can't touch us. So top notch, none above us. We done came so far, now we up now. Had a vision, stuck to it, never back down. Never had much, now we own the whole thing. Spread it all around the world, watch it all change. Came alive, now they all see the greatness. Light shine so hot they can't take it.
Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive. I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I've passed the point of no return, something is calling me. It's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
I'll show you how it's done. There's no sight to go inside. The man, he is the one. You build your walls with faith in God. They never come around. Then wonder why we all defy the burden to be born. We're coming home with a mission to bring an end to a terrible land. We are here to your omission. We are many of one. We're coming home with a mission to tear you down from your undeserved throne. We can take your conviction. We are many of one. You may call it a virus, but we call it the antidote. It's an answer to silence. The future is here to revolt.
can see the world. Aren't we all insistent to be smooth? I just step up and make it happen, it's a lifestyle. Living young and restless, yeah, we quite wild. If I want it, I'ma get it talking right now. And I ain't got no regrets, just my time now. Lights out when you see us talking moves. You don't know that's the topic. And if you talking juice, well then you know I got it. Then you know I got it. Nobody got it like me. You know. They can try, but can do it like Vinny. Yeah, no permission. I got it.
Hello and welcome back to ESL Pro League, where we are heading into the second map of the series between Tyloo and MVP. It is going to be Inferno, which is Tyloo's map pick. And after taking MVP's map pick off them, it is a high potential for a 2-0 here. And first pick coming out as well from Zeta early. Summer, he's gone down, and that's a good start for MVP if they are looking to make the comeback.
Indeed. So, them starting out on this CT side, first pick. That's going to be a monumentous start for them. Tyloo just getting this apps control. Waiting for any kind of a push to come out from MVP PK. Now they will group up towards this A side of the map. Get ready for a bit of an apps bust potentially. Bentet's actually going with the only utility over back towards Banana and applying pressure. Just going to pull the rotation of Glow back towards that B bomb site before he makes his way back towards A. He's probably going to drop a motor, smoke, chimney, flash for these two players in apps. I'm going to head on into the bomb site on the side of Tyloo.
Tyloo happy just to stay passive and leave it to those last moments. Make sure that bomb does group up with the rest of the boys before heading in. And here comes that utility MVP. They're going to go for the rotation. So it's 4v3 on the A side for the moment. Zeta, he's got nothing to do. It's King and RB riding. goes wide, finds a head, eventually onto Ben Ted. That's all out to attack, and Sharp finds himself the 2-tap onto Glow, looks for more, but the bomb is in a hard-to-retrieve position. Attacker now just waiting for CT to make a move, maybe for a mistake, but it is going to be Zeta finding the 3K in the end from Pit, and he's untouched as well. So look at that, 4 of the CTs there happy just to be able to go and grab some helmets of their own, but we have a disconnection, so we do see a tech pause. MVP going to be the culprit there. It's King. It's the man, the legend. He's gone.
I think he might have bit of a over-enthusiastic celebration and perhaps he's kicked his computer off or something.
Very happy that they took that pistol round. Tyloo, however, Betway odds there are looking like heavy favourites at the moment heading into the second map.
Good dog. Love this break music. It's sad.
What's the metal sound? Is it a triangle?
I don't know. What instrument is that? Does anyone know? Anyone an expert in percussion in the chat? Everyone says yes.
I hope so.
It's me.
Tell us, what percussion instrument is that?
What is this? It's like some crap game show.
Please tell us. I saw Zeta DC for a moment. Might have typed the old retry.
There's 2 glows.
There's 2 glows. Well, that is a lot of glows, a lot of glowing. Hopefully everyone's eyes are going to be okay. Anyway, well, let's use this time to talk about what happened in the last map. Tyloo looking like they threw a fair few too many rounds there at the start of their T side before managing to remember how they play properly and then just demolishing those CTs. So 16 to 10, I believe the score was at the end off the back of a couple of nice rounds. MVP getting very close, but no cigar was found. We do have King back in the server, but we're still waiting for Zeta as well. Pistol already taken by MVP. Clean round from them in the previous. Tyloo usually very strong on those pistols. It is their map pick, and we would have expected them to go a little bit more ham, but just couldn't hit those shots. Apparently they're drums.
Drums.
Yeah, they're all drums.
Look, we were looking for percussion experts, but that's not a drum. I don't know what drums you're listening to, mate.
Sounds like chimes.
Wind
You know how
chimes?
drummers sometimes have chimes on their setup?
What kind of drummer has chimes?
One that likes chimes.
Imagine being that guy. You just roll up to a concert and you've got a bunch of chimes.
Somebody's
What a weirdo.
going a bit crazy. He's hit the old DPI
He's
button.
had enough, honestly. He's like, start the bloody game. 100% somebody. I agree, mate.
There we go. Match Medic is in place. Everyone's back in the server, and we are rip-roaring, ready to go in a moment. Here we go. Match is live. It's happening again. And off the back of this, Tyloo, they are going to go for the Force on the T side. Pistols can be very effective here on Inferno with those close range engagements. So, will the risk be worth the reward in the end? Always find it all. So that's one spot of the banana, but it's not enough. Blow straight down himself with a couple of flashes to help him out. Help him close that distance. Him and Stacks there. Looking for some control, but after taking full banana control there, the rotation has come out. Glow, he's used his utility. He's legged his way back towards A.
Ooh. I don't know if I like that, Mac. That's
early,
that's 100% what he needed to hold off this kind of a rush that's going to be coming out from Tyloo. And with Glow all the way toward Arch, if Stacks gets caught off on the wrong timing here, this round's over and he's warping a little bit. That is not what you want to be seeing.
No.
He just spots the players on Tyloo making their way towards Banana, but luckily they haven't been chasing him down. What are you giggling about? What are you having a giggle about?
Well, he said, guys, I'm lagging. Please come help me out. And it's drawn the rotation straight back. Smoke as well. in a nice spot. No real holes for Tyloo to try and abuse there. They are just going to wait. 40 seconds remain. Ready to go for the hard bust. Double man setup over here on the oranges. Will they find any juicy gameplay? We'll find out shortly. Deep utility going to use by Tyloo for the that multi-top is going to start to do a lot of damage. Data trying to find something there through the smoke. It's going to be a 3v5 rather. 1v5 on site for the moment. We're going to see Zeta win his engagement on one shot. That could be just what MVP need to get back in the round. All of the CT is going to be filtering in from one direction. Bomb going to be planted for those players. Somebody going to be fighting for his life. CZ on Dreamed as well is going to find RB. King now up alive is going to be triple peaked by Tyloo. Absolute demolition to get their way back into the game nice and early. Second round, the force buy working. 4 alive in the end.
4 guns picked up. M4, MP9, UMP. Ooh.
That is what we call the big swing, the seesaw.
That is what we call... Hold on. About 8.8k in the bank.
About 8.8k. Quick maths with Billy.
At least I can't be wrong. More wrong than the guy in chat who said that was a drum. What an idiot. MVP. Gonna go for a bit of a save here. Ooh, the pick out onto somebody. Down he goes. UMP here for Zeta. Haven't quite made a good start to the map for himself. Tyloo, what are they going to do in this 4-on-5? It looks like MVP, they're going to get a bit of a stack onto this A bomb site with full USPs. Leaving Zeta over towards B, walking into the stack is Tyloo, Mac.
Just a matter of time now. MVP. Is the stack going to work out? They've drawn this rotation down Banana as well, and Zeta, he's gone, and that is the B site for 3. Leading the charge, it is going to be the T. USP going to find a singular and a double in the end, RB as well. His hands back on an MP9. So a 2v2 out of that situation where it could have been the B site for free, fully stacked by Tyloo and MVP. They are going to try to swing this one back in their favour. M4 in the hands of RB. Unarmoured. Aim punch. Potential is high. Holding the lines though, very aggressive. High ground. Freeman with that Mac 10 finds the head. RB now happy just to keep that rifle alive for MVP. As an Organ Mac 10 rather, are going to be carried over for Tyloo. Freeman unable to get anywhere near the idea of an upgrade. 2 rounds on the board. T-side is a strong start for them. With that saved M4, surely we won't see a force. Maybe that half-by pistol armor.
It is indeed, Mac. They have invested in the pistols and some of them in the armor. Buying up around that singular life, damaging to Tyloo's economy. Should they find the kills that they're looking for?
Crossfire, which will come to fruition. King swinging late, baiting out his teammate, but it isn't 1-for-1, so hopefully someone will be able to find forgiveness there. Well, it is going to deny this aggression from Bentet. Solo to the smoke. It's not what you want to be doing with that org. Stacks as well, finds another kill blinded. Straight through the smoke.
This game's a fiesta, Mac.
It really is at the Tyloo looking all over the shot. Bentet just going in solo, being baited by his teammates.
King just peeking bottom mid when he's the only one on the A side of the map and just died.
The fearless leader. Will not have any followers this time. Well, 40 seconds to get to site. Get this bomb planted as well. Tyloo will have the 2v1 here at A. But over in pit, it is RB, the only man with full HP for MVP.
Oh, I like this. Freeman's gone with the smoke onto Moto, which is going to set up Summer to go for a bit of a route through Arch side.
Molotov is going to force RB out into the open as well. Utilising every second of the clock at the moment. Summer has made his way into that. It's going to be the bomb going down to Diggity. Now it is 1v3. Summer has to get this kill as well as retrieve the bomb. One first puts around, almost managing to land the second. Both of the CTs are going to be so low, and there's minimal time to get this bomb planted. Closing the distance. Glow is going to be able to have the gun in hand and wins the engagement as well. Fast retake. Big round from MVP, playing that one perfectly. As that bomb being dropped at Diggity was the turning point in the round. There's many things that led up to that, including a couple of smoke pushes, a couple of spams. And MVP happy to take the round, and 2 rifles across into the 5th with them.
Eco round, Mac. Eco round victory is what we've witnessed. And it's going to be a buyout from Tyloo. Fiesta continues really. Each team just trying to force back, take control of this game. Tyloo, they're going to take control of Banana. That's a pretty key position to be taking, especially this early on. 1 minute 25 into the round. They're already putting themselves in a position where they've got some pretty good control of the map. Carpets and Banana, only thing that they lack right now is brackets. So Glow hasn't dropped his smoke yet. Still holding it out, and with 1 minute 10, he's not going to be forced to either. Somebody's just shoulder spotting. He's got no reason to drop it. Tyloo now going to go for this bracket control. Smoke on jungle side, flash towards Dig. So they pushed all of the CTs back into defensive positions. They've essentially limited the amount of information MVP have, and it looks like they're setting up to go towards this A side of the map. Split through Dig and Carp. Smoke onto jungle.
Zeta trying to find a spam there, but unable to find anything. Look at this rotation as well. They've tried to call the bluff, but it is Tyloo heading forward. Dry after the initial execute. Zeta will be making his way back, but can he stop it? Tracks as well. Zeta, 2 for RB, and the round is done in a matter of seconds. Zeta finding himself 3 on that rotation back in. Big hold coming up from RB as well, putting 2 on the board. But it's MVP looking dominant there at A, mopping up Tyloo. Just a matter of seconds in victory and defeat there. Tyloo unable to connect their shots, crossing the ball in the wrong spot.
Very indecisive looking at Tyloo.
Very much so. After the utility faded might not have been the best decision. And they had some more to use, but they didn't throw it in.
They're in such an advantageous position, you know?
Yep.
They had Banana, they had that carpeted back. God was their oyster back.
Did they find any pearls?
Negative.
Well. We'll see if somebody is going to be able to get his hands back on. The drop, though, is enough. Stacks with the peekaboo straight down through the tunnel.
Filthy.
And that is 4 on the board for MVP. Great anti-eco, but still losing 2. Who's going to make their money feel it slightly. RB down in triple digits. King not far in front.
Good to see Zeta have a good performance. I've been waiting for it. Ooh, MVP straight down
CT's all going to continue this spray, so Benta can't get away for free. 3 CTs here continuing to try and hold. Below as well is going to try to get back, but somebody, not a lot he can do. The other 3 men from Tyloo are going to be trying to pressure towards bracket now. Smoke comes in there. Towards jungle. But that rotation from MVP sending the other 2 men from Banana the whole way back to A. And after all that utility was used, Tyloo just missing the opportunity because the stack is already back here. They're going to be funneling through Diggity again. Great patience being displayed by RB, but He was here before. Surely Tyloo are going to be ready for this positioning. One smoke remaining on somebody. It is going to be thrown over towards Moto. Looking to deny vision, but CT, they're all trying to get up in the dark there. Freeman denies him. It is going to be RB finding the double again, but is he going to be able to complete the hold? Somebody brings it to a 1v3, 1v2 rather, as he knuckles down and finds the double. Bomb still needs to be retrieved over towards Diggity. Wants to try to find more, knows that there was someone over towards that Archer's area, but Glow and Zeta go in together. They know that there has been damage done, but with 20 seconds, somebody needs to hope and pray for timing. He is about to walk straight to the there. Manages to find the first head. No way. He wins this. Oh, went for the pre-fire. Glow, though, standing wide, expecting it. We'll clutch that one out for MVP, but somebody had something to say.
You could have seen it happening. Connects that last little one tap. Call it a highlight. Still was pretty impressive. That was a damn expensive one for MVP's economy. So they're going to need to close this one out a lot more cleanly if they want to get off some cash. Zeta just B-hopping across mid. Where has this been from Zeta? It's what we're used to seeing from the man, especially when MVP was having that run at some international tournaments.
Well, he was sleeping for a while, so surely he's just well rested. Maybe that's and the deagle from Summer is going to shut him down.
Mate, Summer, all we saw was his shoulder.
Elbow.
Like his elbow. He shoots out of his elbow. He shoots out of his weenus.
I'm 12. Anyway, 3v4 situation. Tyloo with the man advantage. Can they lock this one down?
This is disgusting. Every time the pistols, man.
Every single time. But there is Attacker and Bentet without armor, so the M4 could just shred them apart. But on the off angle, the AWP is not going to be effective. Second man tries to come in, and the smoke will come out. Perfectly placed. Denying his vision, but it is going to be Freeman beating it just barely. So 2v3 for the retake.
Messy spray. Potentially the ping being a factor there. Stacks flashes himself. Tyloo going to triple up in con.
Wanting to feel quite sharp here. Taking contact again. The others just need to hide in the corner, but they're going to be smoked off, so happy just to hold their positioning. All three are going to have to fight from here as well. With that Molotov, they might not be able to peek. Tapping the bomb, Stacks. He's on it. He's going to be able to find himself the double, but are they aware of the last attack comes back from CT, and he's going to go down as well, because King, he is on fire. Reacts just in time. Head not found. And there was no reason for that aggression to come out without the bomb being tapped.
But to be fair,
that was
literally just 180 sprayed him.
Of course, but also
quite strong reactions.
But also, he wasn't on the bomb. So, bit of a misplay coming out from Tyloo.
Yeah, potentially. That was a lot of damage to MVP's money though, so they are quite resettable if Tyloo wins this round. Tyloo also has a ton of cash in the bank, full loss bonus here. Look at that. 200 plus, and if they win this round cleanly, they hard reset their opponents and build up a ton of cash on their side. That would be best case scenario in a half. We have a bit of that is a rough situation for MVP to be in. Low, hard committing there. Now Attacker throwing out the jungle side. Smoke will potentially try to apply pressure to bracket. MVP in this man disadvantaged situation are just going to stack B.
Is it the right choice though?
Negatory.
Certainly not for the moment, but somebody may be about to find the information. Tyloo will head this direction as well, and Zeta is on the line, and if he was pre-scoped, this could be okay, but alone on the utility, there's the flash not spotted. Manages to take down Bentet, but the trade is there from somebody, so CT did go on that rotation as well. Heading back, somebody beats that smoke on the bloom with his rifle at the ready. He goes solo. It is going to be a 1-for-1. Bomb retrieved. Time to plant, but in the 1v2, still a potential for MVP to cause the upset.
Very low potential.
Of course, of course. So Molly's there, though.
Quite low on the HP. Smoked off. This is a rough situation for PK to be in. But him holding on to the AWP, that gives them a chance in the next round that they may not have had. It's going to be MVPK, pretty hard reset, whereas Tyloo Got a little bit of cash in the bank. They got the bomb plant. They got the round win. They're looking good to really close this round gap here, Mac.
They really are. They're pretty good at that.
Pretty good at winning.
Pretty good at winning from a disadvantageous situation. Coming back from behind. It's almost like it's their specialty. Anyway, 3 in the lead for MVP now. After losing that one. Tyloo get their third, and off the back of that, take a quick old timeout. Have a discussion on what they want to do here. Heading into the 10th round, they would like a 4th on the T side.
Yes, they would, Mac.
They're hungry, I'd say.
Definitely.
Hungry for some more rounds here in the first half.
Hungry for some spice in their life, perhaps.
What you having for dinner?
Not sure. Haven't decided yet.
Wouldn't mind some spice in my life. Don't have to fly on an airplane tomorrow, so.
Not tomorrow, but the next day.
Into the 10th round, though. Attack pause is done, and Tyloo look like they are on a mission to take Banana. There's 3 men heading this direction. Slotting somebody into Olaf early. MVP, light on that utility. Light on the buy all across the board. They are going to rely on the AWP of Zeta to try get damage done, but he did get his head ripped off in the previous. We'll see if it happens again. Tyloo gifted Banana, so they don't have to waste too much more utility to continue to hold it. Zeta, however, could give it on the line. Peaks dry into second, and Summer had no idea what was coming for him.
He's so bloody quick, Mac.
That's it. And no one there to blow up, tempting fate either. So, Banana control is going to be where Tyloo end up. Attacker solo on the lurk in apartments as well. On that lurk. Looking to punish.
I would actually love if Stacks just jumped the line for Zeta to get aggressive in towards Banana there. Ooh, what is this smoke from Freeman? Is this progression to the front of the site?
Yeah, I think
Ooh,
that's
I
a front
love
side
this from
smoke.
Zeta.
Oh, pre-scoped. It's reward.
Oh, the repeat.
Tries to hold it. Has some HP. That wall is bangable as well. Attacker now is going to lose his engagement. Everything going wrong for Tyloo. King finds himself that second as well onto somebody. And it's just Ventet. King is nuts. Making the perfect routing to run into all of the T's and shut them down. MVP on the pistols will find their 7th.
What am I watching?
You're watching perfectly timed aggression coming out from Zeta. Tyloo not covering the men with util in hand.
Oh, man. Unbelievable. That's going to put MVP in a pretty good spot here. They did recover the 2 AKs off the back of winning that last round. So that's definitely going to buff up their economy a little bit. Who was that in the chicken pit? Bentet has recruited the chicken to the cause.
Taking this game completely serious.
Press E on it. He's going to follow him around now.
Where's he going?
Don't follow Bentet, chicken.
He's going to give up his position.
If you want to live, don't follow him.
How's the chicken going to get out?
Buck, buck.
Clucking away. Nice line up for the smoke there. Here, flapping teammates out of the apartments as well, but it is a big threat to hold in the pit though to get control for a moment. All the smoke is going to vision for the CTs here. Aggressively taking this map control. Stack is going to try to fight for dignity, but that Molotov only burning them lightly. Summer will find him from behind. Here it is, a 2v5. Tyloo making light work of the defenses, picking them apart one by one. And there was just Glow left alive. We'll have full control of the bracket, but the bomb down at default. This is going to be the round sealer.
Can I just say, Mac?
Yes?
Tyloo makes no sense to me.
In what way? That
So
they have one round with no decisiveness.
One round where they lose to holding smokes out and getting pushed by an AWPer, and the one guy with a P250 and carps. The following round, they do a full Astralis execute where they smoke off pit and then Molotov the site perfectly and win flawlessly. What is going on? And then like one round after the other. They go from the biggest clown fiesta of a team to like the most well-organized and well-drilled unit I've ever seen in my life. What am I watching? Oh, God.
That is a question for the experts, which I am not an expert of Tyloo, so I cannot tell you. If we could get Blair on the blower, please give us a call. We'll call you in. We'll call you in. Pilly will have a quick old discussion.
I go from watching them run through a low ramp smoke because they're out of ideas and get team wiped to watching them do an Astralis execute perfectly to the team. Oh, God.
Oh, well. Maybe they just have a very small strat book. Pilly's losing his mind at Tyloo's decision making.
Okay, alright, Tom. Got the pistols now. Up against the CT pistols. Let's not be losing this one. Surely not, Mac.
Surely not. But these CZs could be in a powerful position. Good set up in apartments, 3 men here. Passive approach over towards B to try and buy some time. There's only a single smoke on Stacks. Drop eventually. Molly over towards Boiler is going to ruin Crossfire. On the heads.
Oh.
There's the lineup as Summer takes down both of the CTs. Aggressive there. Lateral through the wall. Perfect timing.
You almost saw it happening there, though. If Summer doesn't get those kills.
Oh, Bentet is going to destroy Glow, and it's just Stacks last alive, who's gone for the full rotation. He is going to be found at some point. Heard and that AK is looking very deadly. Tyloo put a 5th on the board.
Beautiful stuff. Really closing this gap. B going to be a bit poorer than the rest of MVP PK, but they probably will be putting up a buy here anyway. You can buy an MP9 or a Fatmas or something. UMP. That'll do. Don't know why he's buying head armor though, instead of an incendiary or kit, because all of Tyloo clearly has an AK at this point. A bit of a waste of money if you ask me. But anyway, no one did. So, Tyloo, lightning fast, short, nano control rather. Why did I call it short? I'm cooked. Glow getting the smoke ready for retaking Banana and the Molotov as well. Stuff. Though that somebody's thrown his Molotov on towards Banana and thrown a smoke and then pushed straight through and got his head blown off by Stacks, but it was a good attempt. And off the back of that, Tyloo's just going to call the exit into A.
Push, but the defense is there. Zadar finds himself the double as Bentet jumping with the AK will open up the round for Tyloo. But the CT set up strong and King rotates in just in time. Oh, it's actually, no, the one-way next to the hay cart there. Nice little angle held. We'll connect on it as well. And Tyloo lose a round they probably shouldn't have, but they're picked apart again. MVP connecting all of their shots.
It was a very curious set of plays. Somebody just forcing the issue towards B. He dies. That prompts Tyloo to run through a top mid smoke, ready to set his crosshair. Obviously, that doesn't go very well. Tyloo now. Gonna go and take this down.
Attacker just tapping away. Trying to find any damage with the wall bang. Flash towards Boiler as well, but the double dig set up. Strong for now. King. Full focus. Carps. He's going to be found uncontested by the attacker. 2 CT set up. Stay passive here and try to fight for control from top Banana. If Tyloo do step into the crosshairs, just looking to hold on to that utility. Glow. He's got the smoke and the molly with 50 seconds. He's probably going to let it fly shortly, but it will depend on if throw at the right time. Yeah, so much utility going to be used on top of the roof there. RB gets taken down. Zeta as well. King is going to try to fight for this one. Movement okay, but he couldn't get the crosshair position perfectly. Bentet rips his head off in the end, and that is going to be a 1v5. Stacks is just going to try to fight for his life here. Freeman on 2 HP. very low. Finance is not in the way. Stacks the headshot, but he will not be able to connect. We head into the final round of the half. MVP only lead by 2. Tyloo bringing it back slightly.
MVP was looking mighty laggy in that round, Mac, may I say.
Well, that's unfortunate. If that continues to happen and Tyloo get in the lead, well, could be looking at a 2-0 here.
Let's see.
Flo is just going to be running down Banana. Him and Stacks with 2 MP9s, spam through the smoke to find Bentet as well, and then the round is already starting to look a little awkward here. Tyloo just not ready for that hyper-aggressive
I love how they both just go into Nana, double MP9, full spray, and then they just hop out of there after they get the first 2 kills. Just peeks it.
They're just like, yeah, that'll do, boys.
Well done. Get
Hop
out.
on. Hop on.
Mission accomplished.
Oh. There's the info Zeta. Trying to commit to using the smoke straight away, but jiggling again. Freeman. It's the wrong direction. Hard clearing sandbags, and that is going to bring 2 smokes towards them. Or singular, rather. The other one throwing 2 CT there. Zeta and Glow going to risk it to get that boost up. Glow peering from above might have the timing, but here comes the flash and the re-smoke. Glow got that flash appropriately. Once again, to drop that molly as well. Everything, all the protocols looking good. Except for Zeta, who's not fight for his life there. 4v2 for the retake.
RB with the double flash. Molly is going to what a flash it is as well.
Oh, but Summer is going to knock that one off. Head found by Freeman as well. RB does a backflip. Not expecting that one. Back for the 2v2. There's a light utility. Freeman goes for the reload though, baiting out that aggression. It is going to be Stacks winning the engagement. Summer as well. Going to be found there and cooked at barbecue. MVP able to find themselves a 9th round right in the end.
Beautiful stuff. Although that utility was used quite nicely, those flashes found those Tyloo players full white. They still did fight back. Down some kills in the round, made it a 2-on-2, or rather a post fight. But, you know, MVP still got it done. That was a sick backflip though. I haven't seen anything like that since my parents took me to Cirque du Soleil.
The Fiesta. Circus Fiesta. Great plays. But big
very
half
small.
coming out from MVP. And now with 9 rounds on the board, if they can continue onwards, find the juicy 7 rounds here on the T side. Could be smooth sailing. And remember, this is Tyloo's map pick, so we'll see how they can go on the defense here, on the pistols. They need 10 here on the CT side to close it out 2-0.
Tyloo, it's a stack towards back at Mac. They want to be fighting for this. I mean, Bentet's solo over towards B. Man doesn't have armor, but as someone peeks into the line and shoots at him, he just stands there. He doesn't even react.
Very confident. Back of the contact, though, we are going to see RB jiggling and losing his head. Freeman looking sharp.
No backflip that time. Unfortunate.
Not landing on his feet, just on the floor, face down. Engagement happening. He's looking to get aggressive. A couple of passive rotations as well. And Bentet happy, just play for the retake. They've got the kid, they've got the man advantage. That smoke to boot as well. Until is going to be spent by MVP, but hold off his flank has been sharp before, but it is going to hit balling. Freeman finding 3 already. Summer unable to go through the smoke with anything, but his teammates eventually there to mop it up. Bentet and Attacker, a singular each in the end, and that is going to be 7 on the board, and potential for Tyloo to rocket their way straight to 9 and even up the scores.
Good start, good start. CT side pistol, get the economy going. That's what we want to be seeing. Whoever bomb plant for MVP puts them in a position where they can force if they want, or they can just buy some deagles, upgrade their pistols, and go for some damage. It will be the latter in this case.
Yes? You did the throat noise when you wanted to bump in.
I was already talking. Oh, I don't want to bump in.
I don't know.
I'm talent.
I thought you wanted to make a point.
I'm a talent guy, Mac. I don't bump in. I don't do the bump ins.
Oh, okay, okay.
Might get my gloves dirty.
Never seen you wear gloves, and I never want to see you wear gloves. Even if we're in the snow and it's freezing cold.
Very cruel.
I like to see you suffer. Anyway.
It's toxic.
MVP, slow approach on the deco. King has already suffered some damage. Almost the opportunity there. And now towards Bracket, the MP7 is going to just shred up the skin, but King finishes off Summer. So it's 1 for 1 in the end. MP7 retrievable.
Freeman trying to identify what kind of tree exactly that is. He's measuring the pine needles. Is it a Canadian pine tree? Perhaps an Alaskan sapling. Guess we'll never know.
Pilly, the always avid botanist, will be taking us in to the second half of the round. 30 seconds remain, and somebody he has himself the flash to try to hold. If he throws it, no, but he will peek dry instead. Oh, actually did let the flash fly, rather. But the crossfire established already. Bentet allowing that rotation quickly. RB found himself a singular head, but it is 3 alive in the end for Tyloo, so the economy looking good as 3 of those rifles have been carried over. However, MVP, they're going to force right back into this one.
Straight into the action.
They got the better buy too.
The buy versus buy. That's what I'm here to see. Let's play here for MVP. Molotov straight in towards boiler. Ball straight through second mid indicates there's probably going to be a quick one towards A. And exactly right. Fast smoke in towards Archside and Library. They're going to go straight to the split, but it's a carpet setup and King wasn't ready.
An attacker as well is going in the right direction for a moment. Can he find any more? No. Flanked there for the time by Glow, and it's a 3v3. But look at the amount of utility available for Tyloo to throw on the retake. MVP could be in a rough scenario. These flashes are extremely important for them to fight for their positioning.
One flash on stacks though could be the difference between an easy frag for MVP and difficult post-plant duels.
When it's eventually thrown, that broken wall is going to be smoked off. The CT's now finding pick onto stacks. RB hit Molotov as well, but flash at the back of side. RB goes down and the successful retake comes out. Not leaving it too late, although that Molotov fended it from the bomb for a moment. It is going to be somebody with the kit getting on it. Tyloo find 3 in a row.
Actually, very interesting to see a round like that out of MVP, because that's what we used to see with their Project KR roster when they first came through, with the all the old lads from 1.6 returning. They often had a lot of preset fast strats, particularly on this map. It was like the first map where they sort of blew everyone away, at least domestically at the event I was working at. A lot of very lightning fast set strats, and Glow was on that team. So maybe a bit of the influence from that old team returning with the return of this man as the man who's taking the reins from now on. I would love to see more of that. Obviously, it didn't work out for them in the end, as the retake from Tyloo was
pretty damn good.
Pretty spectacular.
But they had so much utility. Did nothing at Banana to try and draw it out.
Smoke on the jungle side from MVP. One of the only 4 smokes that they have in this round to work with. Are they going to take bracket control and do something with it? At the moment, it's just a passive setup from Tyloo.
Looks like it might just be the double pump as well.
Smoke is Glow throwing from second mid there. That's what I'm wondering.
Stacks has been so passive, just waiting for any aggression at Banana. Deep in T-spawn. Towards the top for progression, but somebody's gone in front. One way and will get away untraded. Big brain.
Definitely not the most ideal smoke. MVP. Zetta's got the last one. Can use that on Moto. Glow can definitely chuck a chimney flash and a pit molly, but that'll be it for MVP. 25 seconds on the clock.
Running out of time and all standing where that nade explodes. It's actually just going barely mid, but good timing on the flash. Unfortunately, the Graveyard player is going to be completely blinded, but it's everyone else putting their hand in the pit. The crossfire from Summer and Freeman was way too strong. MVP walked straight in the middle. Nothing to break up that one. And it is going to be them being broken apart in the end.
What a way to get broken. 20 seconds, you're rolling up dick, and all 4 of you get wider and blinder. Well, I was going to say something, but then realised it didn't really make much sense. Anyway.
Sounds like my life.
Yeah. getting to those hours, Mac. Real gamer hours. but
Real gamer hours.
As you can probably tell, with me losing my mind here, I'm not a real gamer anymore.
Somebody, though, cracking open the round. Zeta is going to be his first victim from the top of the short wall. However, Freeman on a short wall of his own there. But will be spotted if they do come out of Boiler Room. I like this position. He's going to be trying to cover balcony from here as well. Summer, what's up, going to be able to rotate some over. Jump out, going to be spotted. Freeman at the ready, and MVP strat comes crumbling apart again. 2T's here, rolling to mid. Tries to buy time, but that rotation with the bomb is coming in from MVP. All of their eggs going to be thrown into the frying pan that is the A site. Jumping out into pit. He might be able to work an angle, but his head is going to be spotted. Summer finds the FRB himself. The bomb still needs to get out and make its way across. Glow is going to take the risk, and he makes it over for 3. 3 CTs ready for the retake. Bomb plant secured. Still not a high potential for the upset, but where's this Molly? And into broken wall. Benset, he's going to cop some damage. King is going to try to use that Molotov as cover. Unfortunately, it's going to burn him as well. Forces him back out. Tyloo, successful retake again. 3 alive. 11 rounds now found. 2 over the top of MVP.
Gorgeous retake once again. That was only the Deegs. That's quite substantial damage to Tyloo's economy. However, they're still cruising. They're still rolling. 3+ K in the bank for all of their players. Bented somebody. Balling out of control.
Balling. Make stacks on stacks.
This is on the other team.
Stealing stacks from stacks. Well, Tyloo, no aggressive approach here in the 21st round. 3-man set up towards Dig. Although that rotation again coming out from attacker. Bomb still left in spawn. MVP pushing on the extremities. Looking to fight for some control. Somebody on an aggressive line. Risking it, but will he be spotted? MVP don't tempt fate. He stacks his solo. It's going to be faked today. All of the utility is going to be dropped there at bracket. No rotations have been drawn. Somebody still on that off angle. Should be able to find something. Smoke comes in and somebody... Here's the angle. He's going to go through. Oh, and perfect timing on the flash from Bentet. Allows the first pick to go Tyloo's way. Intelligent gameplay, very risky, but it will work out in the end.
Bentet literally was holding that smoke the entire round of coils. He knew exactly what he was doing with that one. And the flash. Send somebody in. Beautifully played. Now they throw down another smoke with 28 seconds to go. Somebody's got the counter flash ready. Bentet's got the molly when the push is coming in.
Flash as well, and all the T's are blind, but so is somebody looking straight at the flashbang. And it is going to be the head ripped off by Zeta and Glow, and now there's an opportunity in the 3v3. Plenty of time to get the bomb planted, but Summer with the Deagle. Does he find a thing? Doesn't go for the wall bang.
Attacker's got a smoke here for Banana, which would isolate RB away from his teammates. There it goes.
New box is going to come in clutch here, but full Banana control. Zeta, who peaks first of all things. Crossfire, but that gap in the smoke could be crucial. Summer now going to be jumping down after getting the headshot on the Glow. Big pick, RB, found by Attacker as well. But it is the round in the bag of Tyloo, as they're now 4 away from the 2-0 here. MVP still yet to find their first round in the second half.
Another buy-in from them, though. Somewhat expensive round for Tyloo, but they still do have some cash in the back pocket. No worries there. Double AWPs, bit of a change-up from Tyloo. Very rarely giving MVP the same look over the What a flash to send somebody. She doesn't capitalize until Bentet uncharacteristically just re-peaks, and somebody's also just re-peaking. They both die. Now B's entirely open and Tyloo's scrambling to get back in position. What am I watching?
Not sure. Couple of trades, couple of bad decisions made, and a round potentially lost by Tyloo, but MVP didn't make the maneuver when it could have been uncontested towards that B site.
And push off the back of that. Instead, it is just RB to throw utility towards this A side of the map. That's kept Tyloo honest, but somewhere on the off angle, if he's given enough chances to reposition and take multiple shots here, he could pick up at least 2. And attackers rotating back towards B now.
Summer onto the line. And somehow missing the volley. Push is still going to cut straight through. King opening up that B site, and it's going to be so hard in a 2v4 for the CTs to have any opportunity, but the bomb's still yet to be planted. Here we are, straight through, sacrifice himself 2. It's Freeman in a good position to try and clutch.
Not on the plan yet is MVP.
No.
Glow's got a Molotov to drop.
Freeman with the double pump through construction might just be able to deny this one if he gets the 3. Some damage, but not enough at all. They're waiting for this flank to come in. Can't quite find the head initially, but he will get the spray, and with 12 HP, it's 1v1 with Glow.
Glow's just going to play this off angle. No way, this is checked by Freeman, and with him on 1 HP, essentially, should be the round.
Shadow spotted, very slow approach. We'll see his shadow coming in through CT. So locking the round down, Glow finding the first for MVP. And that could have been perfect. But right at the end, the CT not denying that bomb plant. The biggest mistake in the round.
Expensive round for both teams. MVP, if they pick this one up, it's their chance to close the round gap with Tyloo. 12 apiece. Tyloo pick this one up. MVP probably still have the loss bonus. They're strong enough to continue fighting for this game. Stacks pushed up to the top of Nana here. Somebody ready to dunk him with a nade. Could be painful indeed. Flash flies out though.
Jumping approach over the short wall. Line here though. He's going to force out another smoke nade as well. Good positioning. Not a whole lot of damage done. Right in between the two T's, but not quite close enough to do more than a tickle. So after taking control and knowing they're light on the utility, they are going to go for the boost instead. Enter, can he make this one work? MVP. Happy just to hold control of Banana as they start to make their way towards top mid as well.
Not a whole lot of utility left for Tyloo, particularly towards this B side of the map as somebody's dropped the last smoke. So it will just be up to him and Bentet to essentially spray down this execute. MVP, handful of nades, flash out from someone. Straight 2 down on the off angle.
And almost gets a third as well. Big damage onto Glow, but are they going to expect them to back? Big damage onto King also. The gap in the smoke is going to seal the deal for Tyloo. Bomber's there, King's in the 1v3, wants to try to fight for it, but he is running low on time, and the CTs are ready and waiting. Tries to flash his way in. Almost the second, but attacker there on the swing, looking too damn strong. So 13 now has been found by Tyloo as MVP, only with 10 rounds so far. It's rough for them. Strong start in the first half, but a very slow finish.
It's anything but a clean game, really. But, sure is exciting. Coming down to these post-plant scenarios every time. Both teams potentially at breaking point once again as MVP is full committed in terms of the economics into this round once again. Nice nade over the top, dig roof there from attacker, and somebody just locking down Banana is probably going to prompt MVP to hard commit to this A bomb site sooner than they're comfortable with.
Inferno is known as a retake simulator rather of the time.
Oh, Stacks cops a nade. He's getting the flash ready for Chimney.
So hard to get out. Freeman on the line. There's not many places you can go as the T's to dodge all of those bullets. Freeman, he's huge. He wants some more as well. Happy to hide. His teammates in the crossfire to hold him off. And Glow, his position is known over towards Carps. This is almost all she wrote. 14th guaranteed unless Glow can go huge, but he'll have to isolate some 1v1s and the flank is going to be coming in. Caught between a rock and a hard place. That is him heading back towards the boiler room, but bomb's still down at Diggity. Now he is just going to be fighting for his life. And look at the CTs. They're swarming. They want this kill so badly.
Do you reckon he's going to save it?
I don't know if he'll be successful.
What makes
but
you say that?
Benton's here and
As if you
finds the
clear
elbow.
that. As if you cleared that angle. Honestly, though, like, how broken is the Krieg at Graveyard looking into carpets?
Oh, wow.
How dumb is that?
Don't get me started. I think it was Shocks today on Twitter calling out CSGO devs. They said, look,
couple different pros were, yeah.
Yeah, the AUG got its nerf. Cool, that's great. Where's the one for the Krieg? Because it's turned CSGO on its head recently after everyone's found out how good the power of the Krieg can be. And, oh, again, in the heads of somebody is just going to mop up Glow.
MVP, they've lost banana control. They're going to try to pop flash their way through bracket.
Flash, they managed to get control of Archers, but they do have Glow's 2 bodies on the way through. Holding strong, someone as well, finding pushing solo through smoke. And this should be a 15th because MVP, they've ran out of gas in the tank, it seems, as Tyloo are looking strong as ever. Only losing the single round so far here in the second half, and they're looking to close it out here and now. Angle. Dagger finds the singular, but the trade is there. Summer positioned nicely. And there we are. Match point is upon us, Pilly.
MVP will take a timeout to have a chat about how they cannot lose at the same scoreline as last match. But, you know, they've showed us a much more impressive performance than on the first day, Mac. That's for sure.
They certainly have, because they've stuck it out and gone the whole, well, potentially 26 rounds now.
You said you wanted to see at least 2 maps.
I did, and we have.
Which would usually be a dumb statement heading into a Counter-Strike series. It's the best of 3, but
yesterday, MVP only gave us 1.5 because they forfeited halfway through train. So
4 Mac 10s and a Deagle. This is a Mac buy if I've ever seen one.
This is a Mac buy. We'll see how quickly we close this distance. Speed on Mac 10. 40 units per second. Very quick indeed.
4 times 240.
That's a lot of speed. Well, all the way around. Are going to be found. Attacker holding that spray and get back to safety for the moment. Into the pit. This Freeman trying to hold his ground. He fights off the double, but death from above. That Mac 10 from King just swarming all over the A site. MVP trying to make this one work. We are going to see King upgrading to the M4, but Glow is here. Currently just with the Deagle. Molotov going to be placed in the wrong position, so MVP will continue to be able to hold their position. Smoke, though, onto the broken wall. Will make King get aggressive, trying to work his way around the edge of the smoke there. Glow can't connect his shots. It's somebody in Bentet to win both the one-on-one engagements. And that is going to be 16 on the board. Tyloo winning their map pick pretty comfortably after they come back in that second half. And Pilly, I don't think there was too many surprises here. MVP, they were looking rough yesterday, and they couldn't get it done today either.
Unfortunate, but at least they put up a much better fight. We saw some great individual performance for MVP, and you know, I'd say that's the end of their run in Pro League. But they will have one more game to show us some more impressive stuff tomorrow.
Could try to cause an upset as well over there, but I guess we'll see once we get there. We'll discuss it all shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, see you then.